Apparently I'm supposed to cast Fireball.
Fireball.
You were
Nah,
supposed to
that's
do that
supposed to
12 minutes
cast.
ago,
Did I
apparently.
miss something?
I stalled.
Guy posted
Oh,
in chat.
hi Nan.
Fireball.
Have the Twitch chat open.
I had y'all
Yeah.
character sheets open.
Fireball.
I have multiple things open. I only have two screens. I need my third and fourth screen.
I thought about something to do today, but I couldn't think of anything
Um,
for D&D.
yeah. I don't think I have anything to say to chat. Doc, you didn't say anything to chat. I was confused.
Hi chat. Yeah,
Oh.
you started stream. I didn't realize.
I.
I'm getting the music up and
I
running
need to
because
refresh
VLC
myself.
broke on
I'll
me.
be back.
That's fair.
I was trying to open the music like 10 minutes ago and then it tried to update and then VLC stopped working entirely and I was like, oh, I gotta re-download, reinstall and all that.
Siegers attacked! Ah! Raider means two entirely separate things during this stream. Legend is pieced out for a moment. I will not open Doc's stream for fear of copyright strike.
Now it did update. I did it.
Look, I didn't get copyright striked when I played Octopath. You're fine.
But you were playing Octopath.
Imagine fearing copyright strikes.
I don't. So, very specific, I don't fear copyright strike. I fear the fact of them muting some portion of the stream because of copyright strike. And then having like this just dead air with a
Yeah.
single picture doesn't change.
That is more concerning.
Especially when the entire screen is about me us talking.
Welcome to our
Yeah.
podcast.
Yeah.
Oh, that's just D&D in a nutshell.
Yeah, but some.
I wanted to say it earlier, but I didn't know if the chat could hear us.
I mean, the staple comparison is Critical Role, where you would at least have player cams to
Yeah.
get some sort of visual interaction with what's going on instead of a blank picture and a dancing floor master.
I have a webcam.
I mean,
I think the majority of us do. In fact, I don't anymore because I'm not on a laptop with a built-in.
I have a
don't
webcam, but it's
I
pointed at a
mean,
table.
I have a webcam, but it's also in my dresser.
Speaking of D&D, memory is the treasury and guardian of all things. In years past, adventurers were the safeguards of the civil and barbaric. And though the world has grown in knowledge through history, its people have forgotten the lessons they once learned, and history is set to repeat itself. Within the Shroond Lodge, the luckless lot was gifted a gemstone lacking luster. Though its rocky exterior was dull, it magically pulled them beyond the claustrophobic caverns. Harassed by the unseen, while drawn towards the unknown, this band of misfits marked their past with trigonal carvings in the wall. Advancing into the crimson-lit room, from visions of the barbaric Kaladar, the assemblage was awestruck by the scarlet pillar upon the ceiling. The pebble pulled towards its terminus in the center. A large tawny rock sat upon shadows below. Confronted by the cursed fusion of dragon and beholder, and having been given negligible instruction, the champions chosen by chance destroyed the terracotta seal. Though able to defeat the eyeful monstrosity, the howling cloud of death which arose from the exposed opening threatened their mortality, until it was immediately halted by Thrawn. Having learned of the fusion and learning of future decisions, the mage explained of the fusion of the demon lord Yumi and the betrayer Yaru. He offered insight into calming his future self, for blackness once again summoned the band. Luckless indeed.
When we last left our intrepid heroes, they were fading out of existence.
Fade to black. Fade out of black.
Yes.
As you do. Easiest way to
So,
ensure.
what do our surroundings look like?
As you sort of feel yourself steadying, you're on a sitting, and you're hearing a panicked fairy voice. It's talking, it's going on and on. You're hearing it and you can sort of recognize it, but it's difficult to grasp the words that's being said. You feel yourself sort of getting heavier. And you can tell that you're now sitting on these chairs they feel like they're probably wooden, maybe a little bit moldy, cracked, worn. I want Legend to roll a D. Oh, that's a D10 of fate. Cool. As you sort of blink your eyes open, you hear a crack, and Xenia, your chair breaks under you, and you're able to sort of steady yourself before you fall over, and you see the ghost of Reese sort of pacing around all of you, and then look at you. You're back! You're back! I tried so hard. It took a while, and I'm sorry, but you're back!
I'm just gonna fix the chair.
Okay.
I was in a chair?
Part,
Hi.
I thought we were at the top of a pyramid. Where did the chair come from?
you couldn't have waited like another 2 minutes.
It's been a while.
How-
I was
how long?
just about to tell us something.
But he was in the book, and I saw a wisp come from the book.
Are we still at the pyramid or are we somewhere else?
As
At
you
the
look,
mention of a wisp coming from the book, I'm going to discard whatever piece of the chair I was working on and search for the book.
Doc is asking something.
as you look around,
That
you
doc.
see Xenia.
D-Train.
Asking
Oh
something.
yeah, I see what D-Train's asking. How long is a while? As you look around the room that you're in, it looks very similar to the shroomed hotel, the shroomed hostel that you were in before, except much more worn. There's still a pot in the center, though the wooden planks or wooden stakes used to hold it up have rotted away. That it's sort of sitting lopsided on a there's not even just a fire, there's sort of just embers at the bottom. You can see some sort of faded figure poking it with an astral stick. As you sort of look around the room, there are beds, but they are disheveled and worn. You see some spirits sleeping in some of the beds. The door is wide open. There seems to be just darkness on the outside. The ceiling is very obviously cracked. And it's definitely worn, and the place is worn and seen much better ways.
So it's like a ghost hospital.
There
Did I
are
understand
definitely
it right?
there are definitely spirits, and there's ghosts that appear to be sleeping. That's me just forgetting to remove it, Legend.
Yo, are the ghosts the people we saw back then?
Roll
Are they
roll a
friendly?
perception.
Any one-armed barbarians?
They're friendly, right?
Nothing's
That's
attacking.
pretty good.
As you look
Kinda
around,
Sleeping.
the one who's poking the fires appears to be just an older Draugr, who is that's good, Legend. Legend deleted his pebble that wasn't supposed to be there anymore. It just seems to be poking embers, but there's just the faded stick is just going through the embers. You're able to see a group of 3 adventurers on the side. They definitely look similar to the party you saw before. There isn't a one-armed barbarian. He definitely has 2 arms. One of them looks somehow wrong. It's like from about his bicep down, there it looks almost oaken, made of wood. There it looks like hands sitting on the
He
edge.
found it.
Um, he looks towards you, and you see from the arm another like a head pop up of this long bearded, wild-eyed gentleman who starts laughing, and then you can see the barbarian shove the head back into his arm.
I guess I'll try to wave and get attention of someone.
As you wave, you hear a loud snore and snort as a bear sits up from one of the beds, looks at you
It's a ghost bear or a
tiredly.
real
It's a
bear?
ghost bear. It looks at you tiredly, and
Okay.
you can see it sort of shrinking and tugging and turning into the druid from before. And it sort of looks at you, turns his head and looks at you and goes, "Huh. I remember y'all." He waves his one finger at you, sort of pointing. Gives a loud yawn and falls back and starts snoring again.
Now, why would they still be here?
It's been a while.
Yeah, but
Apparently.
like, why would they still be here? Why wouldn't they have left?
Xenos. Well, they were here when I brought what was left of you. You sort of faded into nothingness. It's like little an orb. I had to use my power to not let you just dissipate entirely. Then something horrible happened. It's bright and it took me forever to move the orb because it's hard to grab stuff like this. And then you were here.
Hmm.
And it's been, I don't know how long it's been, but it's been a long time. I would like someone to roll. I need to click on the thing so I can see what I think is best.
Man, like one of two things happened. Either we were actually just out for a couple days, or she has been here a few hundred years with us. And I'm not sure which is worse.
Surely we won't have a several 100-year time skip.
I want one.
Surely.
I want one of you to roll one of you who is very specifically not Kaladar
Okay.
to roll perception.
Not me.
Oh, I clicked
Anyone
already
but
roll
me.
perception.
17.
All right. You hear another voice
Do we?
coming from
Is
your
it like-
bag.
The
Can
book?
you
I
hear
mean,
me?
yes. Yes, I can.
From where's it coming
Why
from?
haven't you answered?
I'm assuming at this point.
What's
from the
happened?
book.
Oh no. We're gonna get yelled at.
I'm
This
gonna
bag?
open the bag that this voice is coming from.
As you open the bag, you reach in and you sort of dig around for a little bit, and you're able to find in Nasira's bag the what the fuck is it called? I don't remember what this thing's called. Sorry, I'm drawing
Blossom?
blanks.
You mean the thing that was thrown out?
No, it should be there. Why the fuck does Nasira have it? I looked at your
I didn't
character
check
sheet. I
my-
didn't see it. I don't know what the fuck I did.
I was gonna say I didn't check. I didn't mess with my inventory.
I'm looking for the name of it because I don't know what the fuck what the fuck it's called.
What?
It's the fucking talking stone.
Oh, sending stones.
Oh, the sending stone. Okay. I'm looking at this like, where the fuck is the sending stone? I know I gave y'all one.
You did, yeah.
You have a bunch.
I did. You see the sending stone, and as you pull it out, you hear the moon turned red.
What?
Wait, is this Casimir?
This is
Yes.
Casimir.
Okay,
Has to
so
be.
we are actually back to present now. Cool.
I mean, present plus some amount of time.
yeah.
Moon turned red. We got a blood moon on hands. It's
We-
fine.
Can't see the moon from where we are. It's
Well,
a
we
whole other
have
problem.
someone saying that.
How
the
long
moon
has it
turned
been red?
You're
I
back.
mean, are you?
Where have you been?
Look,
The
we
It
don't
has
know.
been 4 months.
Oh
Wait,
my.
what? Hold on.
4
For
months?
my since
Oh,
when?
fuck.
We didn't even talk to-
120 days.
We didn't
I
even
have
talk
been
to
trying to
Casimir
contact you.
recently. For 4 months. Okay. So it's
So
been
I
over
guess-
4 months.
So we've been in the past. I don't know if you'll believe that.
I mean,
I don't
are we
believe it.
using the sending stones to reply to him, or
No
what
one
are we
has
doing?
said they're using a sending stone.
Yeah.
We're
Oh,
just
right,
making a lot of
I-
I'll use
comments.
one. I'll use
I mean,
one.
I was gonna say
Okay.
people are to be talking. They're talking back to it.
Yeah.
Controllers, you've gone over 25 words like 3 times and they haven't degraded. Are we also allowed this privilege?
I've sent 2 messages. Neither has
Okay.
gone over 25 words. I've been counting.
I am currently attempting to form a message.
We've been in past. Talk like caveman.
Talk like
mean-
cave.
I
That's
mean,
my
it does
favorite
cut down
word.
on words.
Yeah.
Cave talk, thunk, thunk. Obviously, that should be Kaladar responding that way. Sorry, Will.
I can see
Also-
Kaladar doing that.
You want me to go? All right. Where's the nearest fucking
God.
sending stone?
You have one on your person.
No, he doesn't.
Every one of
Do
us
I?
has
No, he
one
doesn't.
except
I'm
Arcalcos.
the
Oh, is
only
Arcalcos
one
the
who
one- I thought-
doesn't ha-
I thought.
I gave mine away. That's why Casimir's talking to us.
Oh,
Yeah.
Okay.
I thought.
Kaladar
So
never had
I'm the
one.
one who does have a sending. Okay.
You don't have one. You had one in your backpack that D-Train has,
That's
but
what
you
it was.
didn't have one.
Super
Got
straight.
that
Also
out
nice.
of your backpack.
Yeah.
All right, my first draft lands on 25 words perfectly.
Okay.
Bro, why you got a draft?
Sounds like legend.
Long story short, we messed up and were incapacitated and transported to the past. We just woke up and apparently we have work to do.
I mean, half of
What
that was
the
unnecessary.
actual fuck? Did you do this? I don't know how to describe this insanity.
Look, last time I checked, we can't turn the moon red.
That's a good.
Actually, guys, we should go
We answered
check
that.
on that gravestone that I broke. Like now, actually, remember?
That's why
You broke-
I asked in the beginning. I
Probably
wanted
a
to know
good idea.
personally.
All right, and Kaladar takes off running to.
I
go
mean,
to
do we
it.
want
follow.
to go there? Don't we have to go past the thing?
What thing?
The
It's been 4 months.
monster
It's probably
thing.
moved.
I follow.
It hasn't
Yeah, I'm
moved.
Yeah, I'm
going.
chasing
I
out
follow
there.
Kaladar.
Yeah, Cal's going.
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay.
I'm
This
not
is
going.
Nefera.
Full breakneck speed.
Um,
What I assume is a
yeah.
relatively short trip anyway.
It's not a short trip.
No.
so which
find
way are
out.
you going?
Where are
Uh,
we?
Kaladar Alita.
You're
Start
at-
with that.
as you leave the dungeon or leave the hostel. You walk out and there again. You're in this area. You're in the same fucking mushroom house you were in before.
Yeah, we
Oh.
went back in time into the same.
yeah, we just
restaurant
retraced
just
our
were
steps
in.
that we took to get here.
Yeah, but look at the map. You were like 5 rooms away from the tablet. You're not gonna just go over there in like a day.
We're going to
Yeah,
the
well,
pyramid, not the tablet.
How much distance is that?
You wanted to
No.
check on the tablet, not on the
Yeah.
pyramid.
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah, that goes by the aboleth and everything. We're not
Yeah.
going there.
Yeah.
We're going to the pyramid.
The pyramid. Okay.
The
As you
thing that
so as you leave, you start walking through the tunnels, and they seem darker than they did before. Not as claustrophobic as they did in the past, but there's almost a weight to these tunnels. You hear sounds moving almost inside the rock, as someone's like almost crawling through the walls. Even with Xenia lit up in the front and a torch and light spell cast, it's just almost suffocating. This weight. As you leave, you walk towards the path that you assume would take you to the labyrinth, and you walk into this large empty room that seems to swell towards the south. It's empty, but it's just once again dark and foreboding. As you move towards the south, you get to the next tunnel and you start walking into it, and it's just a long walk, and it's heavier and almost suffocating. You feel weight pushing you down. Instead of doing your sort of fly that you would normally do, you are actually being forced to walk. Xenia. As you get towards the pyramid, you can see the pyramid. It almost pulses with energy going up to the top. While it was a thick obsidian stone before, you can see it traced in these deep crimson lines along the edges, along different symbols across the front and the sides of the steps. The large pyramid steps, not the standard walk up the pyramid steps. Why did I make this a step pyramid?
I don't know. Can't go back now.
Yeah, I can't. I made my decision. It definitely glows, and there's something about it which just gives you an eerie uneasiness.
All right, let's go.
In the very top.
Are you climbing the pyramid?
Well, the thing we opened / broke was at the top, and that's where we were when Reese yelled at us. We need to at least look at it.
Yeah,
Who?
I just.
I was
From a
assuming
distance if possible.
who's in front? Who's walking up the steps
Yeah.
first?
I'll just go ahead and just
Yeah.
start climbing up.
Okay.
I think I'd be too curious to stay in the back like normal. I would be at the front of the pack.
All right. Everyone who's starting their climb, roll a con save at disadvantage.
Oh.
I assume I'm also in front.
That is.
Everyone's just like charge.
It's
That's a
not
7.
terrible.
Paladin aura, so Cal's is 17.
And yours at 22 at disadvantage, Legend?
I have a +6 modifier and neither dice was below 15.
That's where.
It's a little nuts.
Like
As-
a 7.
25 technically.
As you start walking up the D-Train's not gonna.
Well,
He's
wait,
in a
and then, like,
backpack.
didn't I get a 10 because of Paladin aura or whatever?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
You got 10.
Okay.
As you
Also,
start moving up,
he's definitely still in a backpack.
Arcalcos and Kaladar. You feel these steps. As you start walking up, they're incredibly heavy. Like each step seems to weigh more and more upon you, and you just feel like almost being drugged down. Suplex, Xenia, and Darcera, you take the first step onto this long flight of stairs, and you just feel yourself collapse. Your energy feels drained. This pyramid just makes you feel weakened just stepping on it.
Damn. Guys, a little help here, please.
Can I see the top of the pyramid? Never mind.
You are 20 steps up, maybe. It's
My
heavy. It's
questions are relevant. I have no slots.
I have no slots.
Right.
Did we get our rest? I didn't click rest.
No, you didn't get a rest.
No, we didn't get rest.
That's what I thought.
Okay.
All kind of rushed out.
So it's just getting harder to keep going up.
It's just getting harder with each step. Like every step just feels like there's more weight. Just not even just on your shoulders, like on your entire body. You feel almost like even your stomach pulling downward.
If I can, I'm just gonna back up and get off the pyramid.
As you back up, you feel just infinitely lighter. You feel like your regular weight again. You almost jump as you take a step back, even just because the force it took to move away. You almost feel yourself springing upwards.
It's like that weird feeling when you're in a dream and you accidentally like mess up going up or downstairs.
It's
Wake
like
up from the
Damn it.
it's like when you're in a dream and you're trying to move, but your body's physically trying to move and you can't because you're in the dream.
oh, I hate that.
That's the
Julius,
feeling you're going through.
Do that all the time.
Could I try to? This is dumb, but maybe it'll work. I want to try to launch myself up there with the cantrip firebolt.
What?
Firebolt just shoots a little fireball.
Yeah,
You're trying to propel yourself with a match.
I mean,
Can I just keep trying?
sure.
Keep
Guiding-
going?
Roll another
or-
con save at disadvantage.
Guiding
am-
bolt,
Don't
chromatic
get
orb,
Paladin
or
Armor this
anything?
time. I'm nowhere near you.
Oh, that's
Can I just pick up
advantage.
Xenia?
That's
You're 20 steps above me.
No, like and
Okay.
bring her with,
Alright,
as, like before
I-
I start climbing.
Everybody shut up. I don't make it.
No,
I
you
don't
don't.
think we should go
I
near
haven't
it.
rolled yet. I'm still waiting for an answer to the question.
If you want to
Alright.
pick up Xenia, I will let you roll your strength check.
She's tiny.
Oh,
Like, it's-
Xenia!
Yes,
I thought Nasira for some reason.
you did it again.
I did it again. I went entirely wrong direction. Yeah, you can pick up Xenia. As you go back down the stairs, you feel yourself getting lighter. Kalidar, as you keep getting further and further up the stairs, it gets heavier and heavier. At one point, you just feel yourself collapse on the stairs. You're about at the top of maybe the 35th stair.
Weird. This isn't strength.
35th out of how many?
200?
Don't ask.
250?
Okay.
Along.
Sure.
I'm trying to. Actually, I can tell you exactly how many.
Petroleus, would the chromatic orb or guiding bolt work?
No. Those are
I
all
didn't
just
think so.
shots.
I don't
Okay,
think
even
there's
if
a
I'm-
single like explosive spell that would do it.
Without seriously
No.
damaging you.
I mean, I have like the launcher that I was building, but even then, I don't think that's gonna help you because
Yeah.
you know, even what are you gonna do when you're up there? It's only gonna get worse, and then you can't really leave. This is just like when DM in the other campaign was talking. Well, you're taking cold damage. Well, keep advancing towards it, and then he said, "Well, you're all dead. You should have left." That was
try
the
the-
wink with the with the fist, like get or die, and we
I'll
didn't
try the
listen.
staff of the adder then.
What are you doing with it?
Like walking stick,
Okay.
except on the ground.
Roll a con check or con save at disadvantage.
Okay.
Guys, I don't think we should get near it.
To give you exact number, 364 steps.
Another 7.
That's 18 cubes or 18 squared.
It's 91 times 4. So that makes
Yes.
sense. It's 91 steps per step, and there's 4 steps. It's the exact
Wait,
same height as
no,
the.
I'm bad at math. Give me the number again.
Like
364.
91 times 4.
No,
not-
like the total. 364. It is
364.
18. Okay,
Okay.
I'm not. No, it isn't. That's just not a square. I'm
No.
making stuff up.
As you use the staff to try and pull yourself up, Narcera, you're like on the 5th step and you just can't pull yourself forward. There's
Yeah, that's
something
what I thought.
about these stairs. It's just dragging your weight. Caldo, roll a wisdom save for me.
Wisdom.
Oh my
I'm
God.
prepared for this.
I rolled a 5.
I know. You
Yes,
look,
that's
you
how it works.
sort of lift up trying to see the top of the pyramid. You're not even a third way up to the first step. And it feels so far. You feel yourself just start sliding down the steps.
Am I actually sliding down the steps?
You're actually going downstairs, yes. very slowly, so it's not like thunk, 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 thunk.
Reese, what happened here? The
Um,
last thing I remember is you telling us not to open the door, and then
We happened.
Caladar, do you want to go faster? I can put ice on.
No, I'm just let me go.
did something come out of the door? What happened?
Duran had told me before that the pyramid was, what did he say? The container for the damned? No.
Oh.
Yes.
Did we open
Maybe.
that, guys? Did we do that?
We-
Yeah, about
I think
Stone
we
Shape
did.
opened it, yes.
I
Caladar,
opened
yes,
that.
we
Yep.
did.
I,
So
Cool.
I think that the corpse of Yumi was buried beneath it. I don't remember
I'm
who
gonna try to
Yumi
get down by the
Corpse of
was.
Yumi? I thought Yumi was buried at the tablet. So...
Yaru
Yaru.
was. There are two of them.
Oh, okay.
Oh, or two of them.
I'm just
All
done trying
right,
to find
guys.
this
High fives all around. We let them both out.
thing.
Yes. Two party members decided to release two different things. They were both refused at one
that
point.
was not my decision.
Well, it was your decision to touch it.
Yeah, how was I supposed to know what would happen?
This is why you don't hug things and touch things, Caladar.
Listen, 3 out of 4 times it has had beneficial results.
This is why you don't do that. Also, I don't know if you heard me. I'm gonna start getting away from the pyramid.
As you move away, you feel your strength returning. It feels almost too easy to move away from the pyramid. Something about you just don't. You feel you're almost your body and your entire being wanting to not touch it.
I guess I go. I'm sliding down. I'll just let it happen.
Yeah. Eventually, you get to the bottom. You feel your feet touch the ground. You feel just yourself almost roll off, and the instant you're no longer on the steps, you feel your strength return. Like you're able to sit up just without an issue, and get up and
Wish I could at least see the top. Is that thing still in there?
there's a
Hmm,
pause.
I
And
mean,
Reese says, "I can fly up and see if I can see it."
Be my guest.
I want to cast Identify on the bottom step of the pyramid.
Okay. I'm gonna pull up the rules for Identify because I don't know if you've sent those to me recently.
I would be surprised if I haven't sent them, and slightly less surprised if I haven't pinned it.
It
This
I
says
have pinned it.
one object. It doesn't say it can't be a building.
Yeah, and that's what I'm thinking. That's not what I'm looking. I'm looking for what I have to say about this. How did I fucking misspell Identify?
It is the most recent pinned message. It is just not labeled as Identify.
Oh, sure. Um, let me pull up this.
not expecting this.
As you put your hand on the pyramid, you feel your hand get incredibly heavy. And you're casting Identify. It references. You're able to learn the name Bira Buddha Pyramid. There's an enchantment on it. There is a spell in reference to transmutation and aberration schools of magic. And you feel a heavily cursed presence.
Heavily cursed. How?
So
exactly?
it's been a long time since I last used my vision powers, right?
Yeah?
Of course.
Has it?
I don't think it's been that
Well, it
long.
has been like a couple
Yeah,
months.
It's been months, but does that
Yeah, but
count?
like mentally,
Yeah.
it's been like a day.
Mentally, it's been
Well,
less than a
that's
day.
Yeah.
still a day.
Yeah, it's been less than a day
All
for
right,
us.
YOLO. I'm doing the same motion, legend touching the pyramid, do the same thing, but activate the tattoo
Okay. I'm gonna do this.
if I can.
No,
Hey,
that's
yeah.
Soupy, you feeling lucky?
Um,
Mhm.
as Kaladar starts reaching out and touching the pyramid, you see Reese's spirit come back down. It's like, so it's hard to see because it's a while back, but I can see there's a bunch of glows and cracks at the top, and there's a giant red door that seems to be throbbing. It's scary.
Hmm.
This doll magic is an
And
interesting
Kaladar?
thought.
Kaladar will be dealt with now. You ready?
I got my notes.
Okay.
Don't like the way you asked that.
As you touch the pyramid and you focus and you feel the uh, tattoo pulse and you feel it pull. Roll a wisdom
Pull.
save. Pull.
Okay, roll a wisdom save.
Yep.
Come on, +6. Oh my god, that's a fucking 3.
And roll a con save.
Better.
Okay. And roll a charisma save.
Charisma.
Charisma.
Somehow better than wisdom.
Yeah. You feel the tattoo pull, and you almost feel as though your everything is around you goes black, and you feel yourself kneeling with your hand on this step, and everything around you is just black, and you almost feel as though your skin is being torn off where the tattoo is.
Oh, okay.
And in front of you, you see the pyramid lighting up, and from the pyramid you see the same terrifying smile as before.
Okay. I'm sorry, the tattoo feels like it's getting peeled off.
Yes.
Okay.
And you see this smile, and the eyes just stare at you. And the smile and the eyes get closer and bigger. And you can see a forked tongue lick smile as it just looks at you.
Is it getting closer or just physically bigger?
Both.
Okay.
You feel a voice in your head. Yes. Keep doing that. Yes. Let me use you. Yes. You would be perfect. Roll the strength check.
I'm still writing notes. I'm sorry. What did it say?
Yes, you would be perfect. Yes, keep doing that.
Okay. Okay, strength check.
Strength check.
Bam. Nah, this was not the time to roll a crit.
No, it was. You see Kaladar sitting there, and you see almost his body stretched, lean forward towards the stairs.
I'm pulling him back.
As you advance towards him, you see him push one hand down, and he goes flying away from the pyramid, almost by his own force. As
Oh.
Kaladar flies through the air backwards, your eyes open back up. The world is upside down. As you turn in the air, landing on your stomach as you flip.
Didn't even give me a chance to react and try to catch him.
No.
Do a barrel roll.
You're about 20 feet away from the pyramid now, Kaladar.
Damn.
Yeah,
Okay.
he did the good old repulsion shield in the opposite direction.
Ouch. Yeah, I guess Soup would be hurting too.
He landed stomach down. You're just in the bag. You got like a little bit of a bumpy ride. No smoosh though.
Yeah, you're fine.
Reese, could you see anything inside that door?
It's
Or is
just
it just too far away?
it's just a bright red light.
Well, it's definitely connected to the tablet. Grave
Mm-hmm.
thing.
Is the light on the door, in the door, behind the door?
It's coming through the door. I can't really see a door. I just see light.
Hmm.
Guys, I really think we should go check on the tablet.
That's a long walk through dangerous territory for something that I think we already know the answer to.
Yeah.
But is it gonna help us with the tablet? We're not gonna fix it like this. We need to find someone who can fix it. What about the book? Just get the book of Thrawn out and be like, fuck! Help!
Yeah,
we
we
should
should
see if
talk to
Thrawn-
them.
Yeah, we should see if he's alive now.
I have the book out.
As you
Is there anything written in it from recently? that we
as you
missed?
open the book, you see the pages that were written before, and then as you keep turning the pages, they're blank and then blank, and then there's a pause, and it looks like there's one of the pages about halfway through, after about 20 blank pages, is written in. It's not written in the same normal, calm, delicate handwriting. It looks like there's a struggle. It's painful. And all it says is Galguston Castle.
Say it
G-A-L
again?
Galgastani Castle.
Type it.
Uh, Yep, that's
Oh,
right.
I was close.
You
I
were
was
close.
One letter off.
Augustine Castle.
It looks like at this point there's also you start to notice. Oh shit, where's my pen? Where's my pen when I need this?
Real quick, can Galar real quick check? Is the tattoo still there?
Yes, yes it is.
Okay.
I mean, I don't think the tattoo would leave. The tattoo is not from Thrawn. The tattoo is from whatever you freed in the tablet. It's full of cursed magic.
Yeah, we need to have a talk about that at some point, but
I
now's not
guess I
that
would
time.
relay that during that vision, it felt like it was getting peeled off.
Oh.
Also, the smile was back.
I'd like to use divine sense and look at Kaladar.
You're not like terrified
Not this
again?
time.
No, not this time. You didn't fail your con save.
Hmm.
He didn't fail the con save this time. That's
Oh, the
not what I
wisdom
need.
save, that's for damn sure.
Petrolius, did you hear me?
I did hear you. I am taking a picture real quick.
Okay.
Divine sense. That's like checking like fiends or undead, right?
Yep.
And which feed radius or?
I'm
range
hoping
did
if
that have
there-
again?
If there's anything possibly possessing him, I would see it, but I don't know
No,
if I,
I mean,
would.
how much feed range does it have?
60.
You know,
60
Well, you're
feet.
probably gonna sense something.
I mean,
If it's there, just
So-
a hunch is all.
I have to save this so it appears on the map.
So
Poof.
don't
Start
forget
the
to do
screen share when you're
focus.
free.
Mhm.
Oh, I need to do that. Yeah, you're right. Damn, what the hell? Things I didn't think about before. Need That one. That one. Yeah, safe.
I see.
We don't know how to
Interesting.
get there yet, but there is a thing now.
There is a castle on the map now.
Kind of.
Interesting.
As you sort of use the spell, Doc, you definitely sense something malevolent coming from the pyramid. The pyramid just glows.
Mm-hmm.
What are the other ones? As it's fiend, undead, fey, and what?
No, it's oh, shoot, let's go.
Celestial Fiend
Yeah,
Undead.
Celestial Fiend Undead.
Okay.
60 feet range.
There
I'm,
is
I'm asking about Cal specifically. I know the pyramid's
Yeah.
there doing its thing.
Cal does not glow at all.
Okay.
It should be noted, neither does Reese.
Interesting.
Jeez,
So
no.
she's some other.
Not
She's not
undead
undead.
or
Case.
celestial,
Yeah.
which I can understand because undead implies a reanimated corpse.
Or ghost. She's something. She's a special case somehow. I'm not going to worry about that now.
Does
Yeah,
D&D count
ghosts.
ghosts as undead? It makes enough sense.
Yes,
Yeah.
Generally, yes.
ghosts are undead.
She's
And
not a ghost.
all flavor of ghosts as well, like banshees and crap. Anyway, yes. So Cal is not, as far as I can tell, have anything possessing him, which is my concern after that.
But you notice that this in the same sort of pained handwriting there's an addition to your map that wasn't there before.
Okay. That's the only thing in the book. That's the last thing written.
That's the only thing written. There's the last thing that you're able to see before you went to the pyramid, and then there is just blankness for 20 pages, and then that scrawled in. It looks like it was almost forced from the bottom, and then nothing after that.
I'm just gonna write in it real quick. Thrawn, are you there?
No response.
Okay.
It's like he's suggesting we go to this castle.
Yeah.
I mean, what's the worst that could happen? We already did fuck up as much as we could.
Well, we have no other
Yeah.
direction on how to fix this, and this is the first thing we see. We should check it out now. And I'm just gonna start
Alright.
moving.
Do we not
Yeah,
wanna,
I
like, take
agree.
a
But
rest or
first, we gotta
something
plan our route
before-
through the Underdark.
Yes.
Yes, some kind of rest might also be a good idea.
Yeah,
Well,
I
the-
think we get back to the village.
Yeah.
For my own curiosity, before we take a rest, I'm gonna go see if my chicken scratch is still on the wall, and then we'll take a rest. And I propose we go either west back to where we entered the Underdark to tread more familiar territory, or potentially take one of those northwest offshoots from the village to chart some new ground on the way there.
Well, the southwest ones look like they go to where we're going, and I feel like now isn't the time to detour.
The thing is
Southwest?
at the thing
Yeah,
is at the northeast.
Yeah,
All
we're
the
going
way
to
at
the
the
northeast
top, right?
corner.
Isn't the thing that
Yeah.
just appeared that thing that's disconnected the
No, that-
southwest?
No,
that's
it's
been there.
been
That's
there.
the maze thing.
Yeah, it's
It's
the
the
top
maze.
right map of the map, this northeast.
And if you
Yeah, the
squint
crystal.
really hard, you can vaguely tell
Oh.
that there's something that starts with a G and the word castle.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Never mind. Yeah.
So we want to
Okay.
get past
Scratch
the
everything I
tablet,
just said
which
then.
I don't think we want to go there. So either back to the start at Hippos or take one of the branching paths from the village.
Village.
Yeah.
Either way, village is where we're going next.
Let's go get some rest.
Yeah, let's go short rest. Long rest.
Assuming it's not more than a day's walk.
As you
Probably.
begin to walk, you walk into this. You walk back away from the pyramid.
Before you move us too far, D-Train's typing.
Oh, teacher instructing.
Not yet.
Not
Yeah,
yet.
We're going to the
That,
village.
that you're going to the
the-
village to get that.
Yeah, at the village.
I mean, we could long rest at the mushroom thing, which is right next to us where we were, and then head on. But that mostly depends on how far that is. How if it would take a day or longer to get to the
Wait a minute.
village in the middle.
I just remembered that I wanted to forge something before we got teleported off to unknown territory. I also feel like now is not the best time to take an intermission to do some forging.
You're
Mhm.
right. Sit on the idea, Cal or Arky.
It should be a
Okay,
pretty
Cal.
quick job, but I'm conflicted. I'll think about it after we get some rest.
As you walk through the first tunnel, getting to this large empty room, there's a number of different routes you could take. Which one do you want to take?
We're above bottom right now, correct?
Yes.
I believe we'd go southwest.
To them.
Southwest back to the mushroom
Okay.
house we came from. We could rest there, or we could go further. I don't know how long it takes to get back and forth to those places.
As you get
Yeah,
back to the mushroom house, it is again. It's the tunnels just don't feel the same as they did before your diversion. It looks like that it's taken some time. The lot of time has passed. It feels like it's afternoon by the time you get back there.
I have a clock.
It's 4 o'clock in the afternoon.
Cool.
pocket watch.
I
Huh?
feel like we pulled the Master Sword out, and then Ganon came afterwards and took the Triforce. And that's now the aftermath that we're in.
So
It's
just like Wind
"Aw,
Waker.
Yeah.
shit. But no, Ocarina of Time.
Or,
We got sealed for
also.
some time, got it back, and then everything's gone to shit.
Yeah.
That's pretty
Pretty
much
much.
it.
Man, we're rebellious. We did Shadow first. We did Shadow first in the past.
Yeah, Shadow Temple first on the pass.
Anyways, proceed.
You're able to get back through the next set of tunnels back to the shroom hostel that you had left.
Is everyone
I
still here?
do what?
Are the people that were here before still here?
There seem to be a
Okay.
number of spirits. How long does your spell last, Doc?
Oh no, it's just one action.
Just a burst.
I was
Okay.
asking if they're still here. Are they okay?
There's definitely spirits here.
In the village?
No, in the mushroom hostel,
Oh,
the hotel.
Okay. Yeah, Divine Sense is just a single round thing.
Okay. As you keep going, it just. I'm assuming you're continuing through. As you continue through, you walk towards the stadium, and you hear a loud. You get into the room, and once more the platform is ahead of you, carved into the floor. You hear the loud thunk above
Sorry, what's carved into the floor? Sully was talking.
the stadium,
Okay.
as opposed to in the past when it was just sort of rubble. You hear a large thunk above you, and then you see a light in the center that does show the stadium, and then it flickers, and it goes out.
Does it just turn off, or do we hear like a sizzle?
You hear a sizzle.
It's been a long while, so it just burnt out.
Wait, did we already take the long rest?
No.
Nope.
No.
Okay.
D-Train wants to try to call his horse with Epona's song.
Roll performance.
I want to guidance
What?
this.
Wait, he has a horse?
No.
Yeah. Yes, it's called Kaladar.
I'm confused.
I'm making a joke. I want to see what happens. It's a very nice song
Oh.
that you play. Nothing shows up, which is probably both good and bad at the same time.
Nice.
You forgot to make friends with her in the past.
Feeling something
Yeah.
poke of
You
food.
learned the song, but you...
As you continue walking, you start getting to the tunnel, This last tunnel before the village appears to be very beaten up, very broken. That's not the button I need to press. It was
Is the
very
branch to where we found Reese still accessible?
no, it's gone. The tunnel feels much more claustrophobic than it did previously. You're not sure where it might have been before. It's just difficult to see anything. The tunnel seems to squeeze in multiple points. When you're finally able to get out towards the village, there's a nice pause, and then you're able to sort of just take a sigh of relief. The village is still here. It appears to be fine. It's darker in here, but the children are still definitely here. It seems like everything's okay. The children, it is getting later at night. At night, the mushrooms that light this village area are a dark shade of purple, and you can't really see. Like it's you able to get to the village, and the Spriggans seem to be resting. So you're able to find one of the rooms that you were able to sleep in previously, and you can definitely get in there easily enough.
That is
Exactly.
still here.
Nap time.
So
we
y'all
go
can take a
ahead and-
long rest now.
Okay.
Yay! Long
I
rest.
had to push 3
Long
buttons.
God damn it, Hippo.
Oh, this definitely isn't cat, Grandma.
Fireball. Long
Alright.
rest.
What about it?
I love that video.
I clearly missed something.
Nasir, I want you to roll a. Actually, no. Hippo, roll 2d10.
2d10.
Yep.
I will always forget which one is the d10.
I do too, don't worry.
One that says D10 on it.
Right?
Well,
Third one from the top.
I was gonna say he meant the order.
Oh, okay. I didn't realize. Okay, 2d10. 7.
Man, you could have rolled 2 4s.
Yes,
You
I could have.
barely didn't get there. At least you roll 1.
No. 4 and a 3 is fine.
You didn't roll 44.
Cool. As you wake up the next morning, you feel refreshed. You see one of the little large mushroom-headed children sort of staring at you from the door. And then he sort of disappears and runs away. And then you hear commotion outside of the kids. And then you see the door open and the large amphibian just looks at you. You're back. Oh, it's been so long. I wasn't sure we'd see you again.
Not dead
Yeah,
yet.
there's someone else.
Yeah,
can
we've
explain
had a
this one.
time.
You can say
It's
that
a
again.
long story. In fact, it's such a long story that we'd have to go back 400 years.
That's the other thing I was supposed to mention. So I meant to mention this earlier. I didn't. I was supposed to clarify this. I've given exact dates. The last session took place in 1923. Your current year is 2331. Now you know.
The more you know.
400 years.
Uh-huh.
Oh my, that seems like it has been a long time. Well, I'm glad you're safe.
Yeah, I'm glad to be back.
Thanks, Doc.
What happened when we were gone?
Well, there were a number of quakes. Were you able to protect the village from something? Something else came by? I don't know. It was this. It almost looked like a ghost, but it was being drugged north.
Drug?
Looked like it was being drugged? It's like.
Was that like
Sorry, coughing.
kill it?
Was dragging it.
Did he kill it and then was
Have you
dragging
ever
it?
been fishing and you caught a fish and you start dragging it and you see it sort of like it's getting pulled? It looked like it was
Ah.
fighting back, trying to pull back towards the south, but it looked almost humanoid. It looked like a man, but I couldn't tell.
Oh,
Was
I
it an
guess.
older looking man?
Are you an
I
older
think I know
man?
what it is.
No.
Then maybe?
I pull out the amazingly illustrated picture of Thrawn that I still have on me.
I mean, I don't think it's Thrawn. I think it's the other dude.
I'm
You know, the one that was
asking?
buried.
Mhm.
I
Uh-huh.
didn't get a look at their
Okay.
face.
Oh, worth a shot.
Hmm.
You're welcome to stay. It's been relatively quiet since you helped drive off all the slavers.
That's reassuring. Did you which tunnel did he go down exactly?
Went through the northern wall?
Oh, I thought you said he was getting pulled to the south.
He was
He's
being
trying to fight back to go back south.
Oh,
he
okay.
points towards Alco because yes, exactly what he said.
So northeast or just straight north?
Northeast.
Did you show me the spot in the wall it disappeared into?
Sure. He walks outside and who's following?
I'm
Mine
I
We
will.
all are, I assume.
Uh,
The children saw him, they were frightened, but it looked like it was almost pulling toward the spirit was pulling towards the village and trying to fight back as it got drugged. He keeps describing this almost like it was stretching out towards them. And when you get to the wall, it appears to be near the tunnel that you had gone down in the past.
Big image.
Shoot.
Great. When we get to the wall, I try knocking on it a couple times, seeing if it's hollow behind it.
No, it's definitely not hollow. I want you to give me a moment. I gotta figure out exactly how to get this. What the fuck is this?
Just right click on it and transform fit to screen.
Thank you. Thank you. Actually, you know what? No, let's just do. This will work. As he points, you see where he points the wall shows this.
What?
There's.
Hey, it's my chicken scratch.
Huh.
You wrote that?
I did it when we were like back in. It's a long story. I swear you saw me do it.
I honestly don't remember from last week if you did that, but okay.
Yeah, he did.
He did it.
Must not have been paying attention.
I just wanted to mark where we've been to figure out, you know.
Just surprised it's still here after 400 years.
I
This-
don't doubt my cardsmanship.
This has
I
always been
mean-
here.
The tunnels have been like moving around and stuff. I surprised.
Can I take out some paint and start painting, like coloring
Sure.
it in? Cool.
Um, roll,
Can you
roll
fix the
performance.
A's? The A's are a little weird.
Sure.
These are the only thing that are weird.
Everything else is passable.
I mean, kind of
I mean, that W is questionable at best.
probably
That would
wore
be
down a little over time.
16 because of Paladin Aura.
It's not a save.
Oh, okay, so 13.
You're able to make passable appearances for these letters. They're legible now, obviously, but now as you paint them, you sort of make them more colorful. I'm not painting mine.
I don't expect you to.
So, I suppose this is my proof that we do in fact have a story that goes back 400 years. I don't know how it happened, but we woke up and we were in the past. And I had my suspicions that we were in the past, so I carved this into the wall so I could come back here if we ever got back to the present future and to see if it was still here.
And the amphibian sort of looks at you. That was here last time you stopped by too.
Oh, we didn't check here.
Yeah.
No, this was one of the exits that was guarded by the Spriggan last time.
Yeah.
Aha, I have altered
look
the
at it.
present future by being in the past.
Is there a dragon
Very
anywhere around
interesting.
here?
Please no.
Dragon?
I hide behind Arcalcos.
I am not aware of one.
Not even one up north.
Oh,
we
no, there is
know
one up
that
north.
one.
That is one I
Oh,
forgot
never
about.
mind. I was hoping the one we killed in the past was the one in the
Yeah,
present day
that
we
would
heard
be
about.
pretty nice.
There is. And he points down the tunnel
Alright,
you're next to.
never mind. Never mind. Okay, that's
There
fine.
is something down this tunnel. I'm not sure what it is. The children. I always make sure the children don't go down this tunnel. There's something malevolent.
Which tunnel is he pointing down?
The one right next to Arcalcos' carving. The one you went down in the past. The one that's on your map.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Hmm. Mm-mm.
The
Yeah, you
one
don't
that
wanna go there.
leads to the
The Avaleth?
thing we opened a hole in the floor.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then the Aboleth is right beyond that in the next tunnel.
Blank one. Okay.
Assuming it's still there, it's been 4 months.
It's been a couple of times.
He did say that as far as he can remember, my carving has always been there.
To him would mean in his lifetime, which
Mhm.
it's been there 400 years, makes sense.
I mean, I'm still trying to wrap my head around time travel. That's he did that back then. I mean, it makes sense, I guess.
Yeah, can you imagine any other scenario where someone would carve my name into a wall far enough into the past before I was even here?
No.
That was mostly directed at the amphibian.
Oh,
D-Train's asking.
Yeah, we
Wait,
saw-
did he say the
I
metal?
answered his question.
Oh, so
yeah,
we should
he
state
answered
his
that.
question. D-Train's question was, wait, did he say the Metal Man's writing has always been here? That's exactly what he said,
Yeah.
yes.
Sure.
And the amphibian sort of looks back as, I wasn't even aware this was your name. I would have shown it to you last time if I had known.
Time paradox.
Yeah, you've got a point.
I mean,
Oh,
does he?
time
I feel like
paradox.
we would have introduced ourselves at the very least when we were here before.
I don't think we did.
I
We
mean,
keep
You're
on
kinda bad
forgetting
about
to do that to people. I think it's funny though.
I wish I had like an ID to show him. Gonna have to take my word for it.
I believe you. Just it's you travel time.
Yep.
I can't explain it, sir, but this is my proof that we have traveled through time.
We got warped to. Did you say 400?
We
Mhm.
were warped to the year 1923.
That would be far before I was even a tadpole.
How did we even get there, and how did we get back? That's what I still don't get.
Something happened at that pyramid. That's about as far as I know.
Well, yeah, but
And as for how we got back, it
Chronomancy.
seems like Reese had to work some magic.
I'm just gonna say this right now. I'm gonna say it once because it was requested by one of my friends. Wibbly wobbly timey wimey.
Like, chronomancy. It's a known thing.
something had to pull us back, though. Otherwise, we would have just been stuck there, right?
But considering that we were kind of turned into some balls, according to Reese's description, she tried to teleport us with her weird ability, which is weird in its own. I assume it was a mixture of that.
I don't know. This time travel stuff is a headache. I gotta think about it more.
Or just don't. It's easier.
You can't just tell me to not be curious. It's like part of
Unless
my
it
identity.
happens again, it's not all that important.
I'm going to go back to the village to the children, and you see the amphibian sort of hopping off.
Yeah, we apparently have someplace to be too. We should get going.
Yeah,
Um,
let's go.
Where do you want to go?
do we know exactly where we're going and what we're doing here? Because
Nope. We never know what we're doing.
we should make some
No.
kind of a plan because the place we're going,
We-
doesn't that pass where the dragon is?
Well, we'll have to cross that bridge when we get there.
I'm still hiding behind Arky
Or we
At-
can run
at
from
the
it like we did
mention.
to Aboleth, you know.
at the mention of
I
the
mean,
dragon.
don't we also have business with the dragon?
Oh, that's so much in the past, man.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just like, do we still want to do things with that?
We also can't forget the vial of pillar juice we have.
Yeah, that was
Yeah.
related
You
to the
want to drink
dragon.
it again?
Yeah.
So for now, I think we should go say hi to a dragon.
I mean, the question is, which road are we gonna take? Are we gonna try to go like to the east of the Hammer of Truth, to the west of the Hammer of Truth?
If we go
Or we go
past,
all the way to the start and then go north east?
Now
if we
that-
go
path
past the
thing.
aboleth and the tablet, that would almost guaranteed lead us in the correct direction.
But that's
Anywhere else
also
is a
going
gamble.
past those two.
Now,
I feel
everywhere
like
else
we-
is a gamble. It might be a dead end.
Everything's a
And-
gamble. Even the tablet's a gamble. That could also be a dead end.
It-
This map is 4 months outdated of dramatic changes, so everything is uncertain.
I
Yeah,
will
but
note.
if an earthquake happens, there could be new or old paths that have been opened or closed.
Every path that is on the map is not every path.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's every path we know of.
I don't know. This seems like it's going to be a very lengthy trip. Some preparations wouldn't hurt.
Zero does not like
That
dragons.
is what I just said.
Not even just planning, like gathering supplies, perhaps some new equipment.
That's a
Where we
part of
gonna get
planning,
that?
I would assume.
Where would we find that?
Someone's
You're
got get
talking to
something,
an
right?
artificer, young lady.
Yeah, you also need materials.
How fast do you work?
Hmm. Well, my first idea shouldn't be more than a week.
The other question is, how long do we have? Are we in a rush for this?
You said you had something in mind before. What was it? Is it something that feels like it would be helpful right now, or can it wait?
It's definitely an upgrade, but with how urgent matters seem, it's a bit of a toss-up on if it's worth the time.
It's not something you could just work on like whenever we're camping. You need to do it at a specific place.
If I can gather enough tools and materials to bring with me, it's not out of the question to work on it on the road. But we would still have to take a pit stop at the forge.
whatever, given the chance, Controlius, gotta look for. Dang it, for some mushrooms.
Sure.
Then
Cool.
Roll a nature check. Are y'all having this discussion in front of the tunnel? I should
I'd
ask.
assume we're walking at this point, but
Which
I mean,
Which tunnel?
I did not
well,
think we
yeah,
had left the
walking where?
village.
I mean, no,
Yeah,
you had to leave the
exactly.
village to get to the tunnel where the your name was carved in, and the ghost went through the wall.
Finally.
I assume we had gone back to the
Okay.
village after saying that time travel's a
Yeah.
headache and I need time to think about it.
Okay, I didn't assume anything. That's why I
That's
had the
fair,
frog go back.
but
Um,
at this point, I think it's safe to say we're in the village.
Okay.
Proceed with that, and then I have something to add afterwards.
Hippo, roll a perception check.
Do I get advantage?
No, not for this
Oh, I
one.
don't see it.
You don't.
Okay.
No, you don't.
14.
You should check your inventory.
I've already seen what the inventory
Oh.
looks like, Controlius.
Okay, I want
I
to.
was just waiting for you to tell me what this is.
Oh, I did. I wasn't aware if you noticed it yet.
I noticed it immediately when we started.
Okay, because it's been there for like a month and a half. I'm gonna scoot back to Zatsu. As you sort of look through the village, there's mushrooms everywhere. There's giant ones, there's small ones. There's even some with children underneath them. Those are suggested against picking. You're able to find a number of mushrooms that look tasty-ish. They don't seem to be growing any mushrooms that are poisonous, to the best of your knowledge. But
I mean, I'll take it because that's better than what I usually get.
Yeah. You feel an itch on almost like under your shoulder, on your shoulder blade, Hippo, underneath your cloak.
Mhm.
As you reach back and sort of scratch, you feel a number of different things growing off you. As you pluck them, they have different appearances. One appears to be almost a solid. It looks like a seed on the end of a flower string. It looks like but it's just like a solid black orb. There are 4 of those you're able to find. They're these strange berries that appear to be duck-shaped. And you have 3 of those, and you're able to find this small flower that appears to be almost a flame, and this strange-looking red apple that appears to look like almost there's a wisp of white on it. They look edible, and there might be something under your actions in reference to them.
Oh, is there? Is there? I don't see anything under action.
Look under bonus actions.
Oh, bonus action. Okay.
So I will state very openly, I have called these betas because they are the second version of this thing that I've come up with, and I decided it was relevant.
Okay.
They have very specific names. The 4 Hippo has are the bullet flower, the duckberry, the fire flower, and the wispy apple. 2 guesses to where these come from. What else do people want to do?
Would want to make plans to take well, before I do that, I need to ask the player question of, are you going to let me craft on the road if I pack tools and materials?
You'll be able to get a small. What are you trying to craft? I don't even know what you're trying to craft.
I still want it to be a surprise, so
Oh,
I will
okay.
message you.
Okay. Is it the thing you've mentioned to me before?
It is the same thing that I said would be my next craft.
I don't remember which one it was. Message me. Because depending on what it is, it's a maybe. Oh, I'm scrolling back up to figure out exactly what it does. It'll probably take longer to forge on the road because you won't have days to do it. But I'm fine with you forging that on the road. At one point it's going to
You
become very.
said that a day's work like you have magic items assorted into like days worth of crafting,
Mhm.
and you also have it posted that like a day's work is 8 hours of work, so 8 hours of travel, 8 hours of downtime, 8 hours of rest
Yeah.
is a day.
If you're. Yeah, that's fair. I'm okay with that. As you travel each day, it'll be slow work, but work because it'll take time to like take stuff out before you can start forging.
I can just take my sentry's rest of 6 hours of sleep instead of 8.
That's fair. Yeah, I'm okay. I'm okay with you working on that for a period of time. On the road.
Still at a penalty, even though I meet the time requirement.
Yeah. No, not still at
Alright.
a penalty. That one I'm fine with because that one doesn't take fine motor action.
Well,
What else do y'all want to do?
I'm good to start moving.
Okay,
Nothing
where are you?
hard.
I presumably need to take that pit stop to the forge to have the stuff to craft with on the road, but after that I'm good to head out.
So where's the plan to move to after the forge?
That is still the question.
Okay, that's
Probably north.
Yeah, we discussed moving from one of the tunnels from the village we haven't gone through yet
Okay.
towards hopefully the castle area.
I mean, do we want to pick by like an actual reason, or do we want me to roll a d6 and then
We
just
have-
pick one of the 3?
Well, we need to.
We have like 5 options.
Well,
we
yeah,
have,
but the
like,
southern
several
ones
options.
aren't gonna go the right way.
I
No,
mean,
I meant
not
5 options. Is in
Yeah,
one
but-
at the mushroom house, the 3 at that, and then the one from the tablet that you decided was a good idea. We have 5 options.
I think over half the party would veto going back to the tablet,
yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
and
But
I
that's
also
still
think the
5
majority
options.
of us can agree that Northeast is not going to bear fruit. Neither would
Yeah,
going
North-
to the Warhammer of Truth again.
Yes.
What do
So
you
it's
mean
really
Northeast?
just Northwest number 1, Northwest number 2, and back to start as our 3 options.
wait.
I mean, Northwest can work.
The northeast one we were talking about, it probably goes to
Oh.
the hammer.
I mean, it can go further.
Yeah,
it can, but there are decent odds that it only goes to the hammer.
Oh,
I
that's
mean,
right.
it's
You
the
don't know that.
closest distance.
Yeah, we don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, the problem is we found the dwarfs or whatever that also went over there from different paths, so we could also go to where the hammer was and go from there.
We
It's
could.
also, it's
I
also
am leaning towards the leftmost 3 choices.
I mean, could we ask the guy from the village if he knows if any of these go that way?
Where did we go to get to the dragon?
if it's
You
a
should
dead
know
end,
which one to avoid.
if it's a dead end northeast of the village, at least we rule it out quickly.
Yeah, he should have some
I
knowledge
suppose.
of these tunnels.
He, as you just discussed with them, what's in the tunnels. He goes, oh yes. I know what's in most of the tunnels directly outside of here. The one to the
Draw it on the
almost
map.
directly south appears to be. It's about halfway down the tunnel. It gets incredibly cold. I haven't been much further than that.
Okay.
Beyond that, to the one to the southeast of that, I haven't been to the full tunnel, but as you keep going down it, the tunnel turns from it's rocky to almost a 20 by 20 square.
Okay.
Hmm.
Directly to the west is a mushroom forest. To the northwest is this dark room. There's a lot of puddles that seem to be raised in almost in basins. And sometimes they shine light, sometimes they don't. But they're always just a little bit unnerving. That tunnel cavern does lead more to the north. Um, the one, the hell did I write? I have no idea what I wrote. The one to the north, more east of the north of that one, in the northeast, appears to be almost an armory. It's just a large cavern, but everything, all the armor is old and rusted. The one directly to the north of the village had a large hammer in the room. Just unusual and it felt odd and off-putting. And it seemed not to go much where the northeast cavern led to a gymnasium inside of a large mushroom. There are paths out to the north of it. There's 3 paths out to the north of it.
Oh.
But you have to go through the mushroom to get to them, and the proprietor is stubborn, let's say.
Describe this proprietor.
Pardon?
Is his name Gerald?
Yeah, can
No,
you describe the proprietor?
he's very big and muscular.
Oh, not
Doesn't
Gerald. Got it.
he doesn't take lightly to what he calls weaklings.
Huh.
Where was that?
To the
Northeast.
northeast.
The northeast path.
Hmm.
That one is definitely sounding like it's got 3 paths leading north. That might be what we want.
Mm-hmm.
Doc, have you been noting these? I've missed at least 2 of
I
them.
have. Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm taking
You
notes.
message that.
Yes, the fighting
Across
gym.
across the eastern wall, the northern one leads to what we've called the pit. The children aren't allowed there. It's dark. There's something in it.
That's the blank one we see on the map. Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
And the one to the southeast is the Palace of Steam, which you have been through.
Okay. Oh,
I assume I got all those directions right.
I will tell you in just a moment.
It's fine.
Plotting.
It'll be on the recap. You can correct me later.
That's
with
fair.
Something. So northeast then. The other 2 to the northwest sound like they might just dead end, but we know at least northeast branches out.
New map shows one of them dead ends and one doesn't.
And I'm
I
putting the
kind
map.
of want to.
Mm,
Kind of want
The one.
Kaladar to meet that guy who.
I mean, I kind of do too, but
Yeah, I kind of want to see this.
That way does have the most options to pick of from once we go
Yeah.
there.
Yes, and I don't fancy going to the west path that has water pits.
An armory would sound interesting if he didn't already said the weapons there would be rusted and probably not useful.
And it
Northeast
also
is my
doesn't.
vote.
Yeah, northeast is my vote.
I want to see the guy. So wherever that is. Sorry,
That's
I've
northeast, Satsu.
I've been zoning out.
Grandma's.
I'm content to take northeast to go towards the dragon and the castle, but I'd appreciate a pit stop at the armory just to take a quick peek.
I mean,
Could I bother
assuming
you for a
they're
request?
not.
Grandma says,
What's-
"Well, we picked the tunnel, and I wanted to northeast is Trixie's vote."
What was Catrolius saying?
The amphibians. Can I bother you for a request?
Uh-huh.
There's been something in the tunnel towards the pit. I don't know if there's something heading that way. If I have to move the children, I don't want it to be in a moment of panic. Will you go and check on whatever it is? And at least just to see if there's something you have to fight. You can definitely. You don't have to kill it. I just want you to look at it.
We can look, yeah.
Who's the stealthiest of
Uh,
us?
+8. I think. Yeah. I was gonna say I think
Soup?
Soup
Yeah,
also has
probably
like
Soup.
+8 or 9.
If
What
this
about
isn't
that?
something that you can, if you don't feel comfortable, that's fine.
No,
Well,
he has
just
a +7.
if you are able to.
How am I still vote?
I mean, he has good stealth, and he can also cast invisibility on
I was
himself.
gonna say, like, how does
Probably.
he have the best stealth? Because I have +8.
We're
Good
able
question.
to, yes.
Yeah. Huh?
You're being volunteered for a stealth mission, Soup.
Indeed.
I appreciate it. And just, I'll make sure the children don't see you going that way. I want to make sure they don't think it's interesting.
I mean, we could send cheese too.
We have two familiars in the party. They can look ahead, right?
That is
Right.
an
Uh,
option.
Tobias, the bird.
Nothing
Speaking
bad's
of
ever happened to Tobias.
secondary party members, I had a rest. I have reinfused Jimmy, who I still have not thought of a new name for. We are still running the placeholder.
I'll go with Suplex though, just because.
Are the two of you
Yeah.
going? Or
I assume we're all going. Well, the one or two are going further ahead
okay.
at
Oh,
a
I'm
noticeable
not even
distance.
touching that. I am the opposite of stealth.
This is fair.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm clingety clanging with scale mail as well.
I mean, we could go check out the armory while they do this.
That's actually a good idea to split up and
I'm content with the
Assuming-
party split here. Just don't get into too much trouble.
We have just in case of emergency sending stone.
Yeah,
good
we can
idea.
cut through and pull a flanking maneuver if y'all get into trouble.
Mm-hmm.
Soup will cast invisibility on himself and Zatsu.
I still have a. Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's probably the two
This is-
stealthiest.
It's advantage on stealth. I still have a bad idea of actual distance on this map. Is it like just a a couple minutes jaunt down the tunnel towards that pit, or is it like a half day travel or something?
From the village to the pit, it's probably a few hour walk.
Okay.
And from the armory connector, from best we can tell on this map that is not drawn to scale.
Is the one of the? You mean the forge at the bottom, or
No, the rusty armory to the water pit. There's a connector there.
oh, there's a connector there. Yes. To the best knowledge of the amphibian, it's a few hours. From the water pit to the armory.
Okay.
Oh, from the water pit to the armory.
Yeah, the one on the far left, north of the mushroom forest.
but he doesn't know how long it is if we go straight to the armory?
Oh, from here to the armory, it's a couple hours too.
Okay.
It's about a couple hours to each of the northern ones.
Okay.
All right.
Couple hours.
Yeah,
to
we shouldn't
explore
split
it.
if it's going to be several hours of walk. We should all just pick one. And
Yeah,
they
okay.
want us to check out the pit, so.
I'm assuming
I suppose the armory will have to wait.
Suplex, are you rolling? Oh, Suplex rolled that. I need to check that. Suplex, are you turning you and Nasira invisible?
Yeah, that's what he said.
Oh,
When
did
they
he?
get there,
Oh,
it's not
I'll
going
cast
to
it.
last the whole trip,
Okay.
right?
Yeah.
As you walk there, you start sneaking.
Yay, so it didn't count.
I will get to the animal handling in a little bit, Suplex. I already cast it. All right, cool. We shall be back.
Well,
Hi.
Hi. There are two of you. Both of you roll stealth at advantage.
Okay. I'm glad you said advantage.
Yeah, well, that's what stealth does, or that's what invisibility does. Okay, 15 and 16, cool. You sneak through the tunnel. It is very dark. It's not as oppressive as it was the last time you walked down this tunnel, but it's definitely still dark and claustrophobic. When you get to the end, when you get about halfway through, you don't see the dark crimson light that there was here last time. It's just still dark. I believe both of you have dark vision, correct?
Yes.
And I'm checking Suplex just to make sure.
What would that be under?
Probably feats. Yes, Suplex has dark vision. Narcera, I think they
I
have
have dark vision as well.
Okay, so you both have dark vision. At this point, you're seeing in shades of gray. It's dark. It's a little bit difficult to see. I have to make sure I have D-Train's chat open. Are you able to post anything in chat, D-Train? Can you try?
Hola, ¿cómo estás? Yes.
Oh, you are?
I'm
There. I wasn't sure if you could talk yet, so I wanted to make sure you could post in chat.
the game. Well, there's still technically 38 seconds left, but we win.
Okay. Congrats.
Hey, nice.
All right. So what's going on?
You were walking down a tunnel towards the place where you fought the giant fusion between the dragon and beholder, but there's no red light that there was before. There's no dark. It's just darkness. You're seeing everything in grays and blacks. You're being relatively stealthy about it. You both think you're relatively well hidden. When you get to the mouth of the cave, it is just a pitch black cave. You can see movement a little bit here and there, and you see if you look forward about 30-40 feet, just a drop off into nothingness. If you look at the walls, you can see the spots where there were the veins growing up to the top, but there is no more pulsing red. There's no more light. And if you look towards the center of the room, where there was once the column, you can see the top of the column, and then it looks like it's shattered beneath that.
This is the room that had the tablet, right?
This is the room that had the dragon a beholder and the giant rock in the center.
The thing that we fought. Okay,
Yeah.
got
The
it.
thing that downed me.
With the eyeball.
Mhm.
Yeah. That
Okay.
the Zero now has PTSD about.
And you volunteered to go. So it looks like a pit in about 30 feet away. If you look into the pit, it looks like it's a very large pit. It's about 30 feet, and then you see something stretching out upwards. It looks like a stack of bodies reaching skyward.
The hell?
almost climbing over each other. And at the top, there's one hand outstretched upwards, and about a foot above the hand, you see this dark stone just hovering. And the stone almost seems to absorb whatever light there would be. It's Vanta Black to describe it. It just does, like, you can see, like, there's just a dark spot that just there's nothing there. And all these hands seem to be like crawling up. You don't see like upper bodies or shoulders or heads. You just see hands reaching up on top of each other, almost pulling each other down as they reach up.
This seems like an Indiana Jones kind of thing. Because I'm
You
really
said
tempted to.
You said it's a gem, though?
It's a onyx stone.
Oh, okay.
I'm tempted to like take out the bag
You
of
could
holding
even
and
call it
just
a pebble.
kind of.
Oh. All right.
Screw it.
Get back to
I
the
guess I'll
party.
just put the. What? Sorry.
What'd you say?
Who, me or Zatsu?
Both. In order of you and then Zatsu.
I said I think we need to get back to the party.
Zatsu? What'd you say?
I was saying that that I'm tempted to like take out my bag of holding and kind of just.
Do not put that in the bag of holding.
Huh?
Do not put that in the bag of holding.
I mean, you can't reach it. It's a 30-foot feet until the column of hands.
Okay. Yeah.
Like
I guess
it's a 30-foot radius pit, and then there's just this stack of hands reaching up.
All right. Man, it looks shiny.
It looks the opposite of shiny.
I was about to say it went the opposite.
I mean, it looked pretty to me.
That's fair. All right, I'll bring you all back.
Okay. Cool.
Have it prepared on
Oh.
the last. That's why I'm saying.
Hola,
Like that was literally the
Hi.
first session where I'm like, huh,
Hi.
I don't need to keep this prepared the entire time if she's just out and isn't dying anytime, and then she just gets anti-magic blipped out and Katrois is back, so I'm gonna shut up.
So we saw.
Are we back with the party?
Yeah, you got back to the party.
Okay.
Alright.
Hey guys. I think I found the Metal Man's stone or pebble.
Yeah, it was on top of a giant mound of dead bodies with hands sticking up towards it, and it had black onyx stone.
Yeah, it
gem.
no longer looks like the pebble you had, Metal Man.
Yeah.
Is there something you're going off of that makes you think it was my pebble?
It was gruesome looking.
The way it was described to us was almost pebble-like.
Yeah.
What am I looking at that I'm seeing someone tab over to like a homebrew menu? Did you screen share the wrong thing, Catrolius?
Oh, we sure did.
He screen shared his stream.
I was AFK for the first half of that, so I didn't get to see any information.
Okay, that's good.
Have you not heard anything?
No,
Well, you guys.
No, we were talking
about.
I was too distracted by Catrolius clearly screen sharing the wrong thing. I did not hear what D-Train said.
So, go ahead.
So the way it was described to us was it was pebble-ish.
Oh, it was just a pebble. Okay. Did it look
And it's in the
out of the ordinary?
And it's in the same hold, slam dunk. But now it's a black onyx pebble, and it's kind of just floating in the air in the middle of a hole, and there's a bunch of dead bodies climbing up to it with one arm reaching out trying to touch it, but not.
I guess I'll.
I've got an idea.
And they're all dead bodies.
And I had to tell the snake lady not to try to put it in the bag of holding.
I was gonna bring it to the party.
Do the thing.
I've got an idea. I'm going in.
Grab the pebble, or
No, we did not grab the pebble. We left.
okay? And you said
I'm
there were dead
gonna
bodies. Are
cautiously
these
approach
zombie
the room.
bodies or actually
They're
dead
not-
bodies?
They're not moving. They were described to us as dead bodies with one body at the very top reaching out but not touching it.
Yeah.
It's a
Can I go into the
Pile of-
room to see the situation for myself?
Sure.
It was very gruesome.
Is everyone going in or just you?
YOLO. I'll go in.
Okay.
Anyone
just in
not going
case.
in?
Definitely following
I'm
close
going in.
behind.
As you walk in the room, bringing light with you, as you get about halfway down the tunnel, you start to notice the red light that was
I
lighting up the tunnel
agree.
before, is not there anymore. There is no more red light. As you get into the
Oh, yeah, I
mouth of
should've
the
said-
cavern, mouth of the tunnel into the cavern, the room is just very dark. You can see the veins where there was crimson before up to the ceiling, but again, they are out. There's no light. At the top center where it was the pillar, you can see the base, and it looks like it's broken about a foot after the base, and there's just nothing after that.
Can I see the pebble?
As you look into the room, you see about 30 feet of ground, and then it drops off into a pit. The pit appears to be about 30 feet in radius. At the center, you see, as they described, a number of, looks like just dead arms, almost as they're crawling up each other. To the top, there's a single one extended upwards, reaching about a
Only
floating,
the arm?
only arms.
We can't see the rest of the body, or we can see that there is no rest of the body.
You just see arms. You're not sure if there is more or there is not more. You just see arms climbing over each other. And at the top, there's
Okay.
one reaching up about a foot above that. Hovers this pebble that just is black, the blackest black you've ever seen. It almost absorbs light.
If I had to estimate how far it was from the edge of the pit where my feet are presumably standing to the pebble, how far would it be?
30 feet.
All right. I'm gonna take Jimmy out of my bag
Okay.
and tell him to go grab the pebble.
Can Jimmy fly?
This
I
seems
believe
like
it's
a-
25 feet of fly speed.
It seems like an Indiana Jones kind of thing, though.
All right.
If I divine sense, can I see if these arms are actually undead or are they just there?
And
They are
I'm
just
pulling up my
there.
homunculus right now to make sure that I am correct on this. Give me a moment.
While he's doing that, what I was saying while you were bookshelving is that I forgot that I didn't have Phoebe back because you blipped her out last session,
did.
and I would have done it after the rest, having to re-prepare Feinstein.
Sure, that's fair.
So I'm down.
It
with-
is 30 feet of fly speed and 20 feet of normal speed.
Okay.
And I am going to ready Vortex Warp to warp Jimmy back to me the moment he has a grip on it.
Okay. As Jimmy sort of flies,
Hold on, I need to read Vortex Warp. This might not work. I think it works.
Well, honk to you too.
Because when I cast Vortex Warp on other party members, they don't drop their equipment. So if he's holding it, I assume he keeps it, correct?
yes, I will accept that.
Cool.
Yeah.
All right, proceed as I originally said.
I want you to roll a strength save for Jimmy.
Strength save.
Yes.
All right, I need to pull up his stat block again.
Just roll a d20. I have a stat block.
All right. I am going to prematurely Flash of Genius, whatever this is.
Okay.
So
roll
that
guidance-
is
guidance
plus
for
4
this.
to the effective result after you add his modifier.
So it's plus 1. You rolled an 11.
And then I want to guidance this if I can.
I mean,
It's
what's
no
the range on
federal.
guidance?
It's touch,
Oh,
I
it's-
believe.
Yeah, it's touch.
You won't be able to guidance this.
Okay.
That's it. Did you roll for your way and woe this
No,
Yeah.
I didn't.
long rest?
Do that.
That's a D20, isn't it?
Yeah, just a d20.
Yep.
I mean, it's a d something because it's odd or even.
Yeah, that's a
Yeah.
7.
That's a woe.
Okay.
Jimmy
I'm getting
sort
a
of
lot of
starts
sevens.
hovering on his tiny little jetpack on the way over. And he sort of, as you see him, he sort of looks down towards the pit, and then just, can you see what he can see? Or do you know what he sees?
I do not have his senses.
Okay. You see him look down towards the pit and then just keep going, looking, almost like raising his head as to not look what's below. He lands on the
Yeah, I'll look
hands
down.
and starts climbs up the last one, and standing on top of the last one, reaches up and takes the pebble. As he takes the pebble, the hands come alive and someone start pulling him down.
Yep, that's yeah.
As you cast
Not what I
Vortex Warp,
expected.
he vanishes away and appears next to you wherever you put him, and the hands all freeze. You can see the spot where he was getting drugged down. There's a number of hands reach up around where it's now just an open spot. And Jimmy just stands there with the pebble that looks about the same as the pebble you had previously, but is just sheet black.
Alright, I'm going to grab the pebble, tuck it in my bag, and direct my attention back to the mound of hands and seeing if
You're
they're
not gonna identify
angry.
it first?
That's a ritual cast of 10 minutes, and this is potentially dangerous.
The hands are still.
No,
There.
we're
The
not.
best
feel
that I
like
can
we
tell,
should
there is
probably
no
get
further
out of
activity
here.
after Jimmy got out of
Yeah, I
there.
agree with Hippo. Let's
Is
get
it
out
still-
of here first, identify, and then.
That
Yeah.
was the
Yeah.
plan, but
Yeah.
I asked a question.
No further movement since Jimmy disappeared.
Is it still pulling back towards the pit?
No, so it looks like it was dragging Jimmy down and it just stopped. And you see a number
No,
of
the
hands.
stone.
No,
It looked like it was a compass pulling it there before. Is it pulling now?
doesn't
Still
seem
have
to.
the attraction to this room.
No, nothing.
Okay.
No attraction seems to be there.
Okay.
Alright, yeah, we're going to leave and go back to the village and potentially warn them that there's just a big-ass pile of arms here that appear potentially sentient.
Refresh your page, and I put it in your backpack.
Wait,
Alright.
couldn't we go to the armory from here?
Not
Through
directly.
a few other
What?
rooms, yeah. It's easier to go back to the village first.
Or no, which one are we in?
We're in the pit on the northeast.
Yeah.
Where we were
That one.
400 years
okay.
ago.
The
I
room that
thought we
was-
were north. I thought we were northwest. My bad.
It's the
Yeah.
room that was blank on the one before, the version of the map before.
Okay,
this.
never mind. Never mind.
This here is hiding behind someone because she has PTSD of that dragon.
Yeah.
It did down you. You right.
I will
Yeah,
be back. Y'all
so-
can keep talking.
So she's just kind of hiding behind our Calcos.
Listen. That dragon was
Actually-
a special case. All right, that was a messed up tentacly dragon.
No, actually, she's hiding behind Kaladar.
I don't think most dragons are gonna be like that.
You never
No,
know.
probably
I
won't.
mean that.
She
I mean,
just-
there's a good chance they'll be worse, but you never know.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what I said. Probably.
Don't tell her that.
Hey, we all know
Don't
how
tell her
great
that it's
Kaladar
gonna
is.
be worse.
Nah, y'all got a good taste of how good Kaladar is at comforting people with that one
Yes, at the
person.
vampire mind slayer
Yeah.
players. That's it.
Yeah.
But hey,
Uh,
even if like a red dragon is like 10 times worse than the weird tentacle thing we fought, we got this.
She is now sitting on the Kaladar's head.
Uh,
There.
How?
She climbed.
What? Like a boa constrictor? Just
Yes.
You're almost as big as he is. You know that,
She's
right?
I
not
was about to say-
strangling.
but still, you're you're apparently you're one to
I
sit on his head.
am. I'm 5 foot.
as you
I
get
mean, as
back
long
to the village, Arcalcus is able to identify the item. Legend, would you like to read the description?
Alright, so the original paragraph is still present. I will read it again. It is a pebble. There is something about it which pulses when held in your hand. When examined for just a moment, you can see a hidden magic within it. The pebble appears ancient, though polished to be pristine. There is something about it, though. And then we have the new edition of, having been abandoned in darkness for years, the pebble lost prior benefits and absorbed the external darkness, becoming a sleek onyx. Once per day, the holder may be gifted by the pebble and take an additional action during their turn. The next turn, the pebble takes its payments, drawing the energy back, disallowing an action that turn, and cutting movement of the holder of the pebble in half. If combat ends prior to the turn in which the pebble takes its payment, the pebble takes note of their lack of payment with possible ramifications in the future. After combat, when the pebble has been used, the wielder feels sluggish and moves at half speed for an hour.
Huh.
This is Pebble, the IRS.
Damn.
What's the pebble called?
It used to be the Pebble of Perpetuity, and it is now the Pebble of Tragic Futurity.
Uh-huh.
Future.
Someone wasn't supposed to throw it in there.
Someone was supposed to know what identified us.
I made a decision. I stuck by it.
Uh-huh.
This has a lot of possible future implications, and I'm down with it, but please tell me what I should know from identifying the future.
That's legitimately all. Okay, I know. For the future, yes. I made sure I put everything the pebble's intended to do in that paragraph. It doesn't have its prior benefit. I don't think. Let me make sure.
It says in the text that it lost prior benefits.
Oh, I wanted to make sure I actually removed them.
I haven't clicked attune yet because I don't want to attune to it.
Okay, yes.
You to do it anyway.
But yes, that's what it does.
Well, Metal Man, at least you got your Pebble back.
Pebble back. I want my pebble back. Pebble back.
Yo, Pebble buddies, yeah.
Yeah.
I couldn't resist.
Sounds like a really petty pebble.
I mean, to be fair, you saw what he did do, right?
He did slam dunk it in the hole.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
Look, the Pebble and I have an agreement. It lied to me, and I didn't treat it right. We understand each other now. It's still mad at me, but it's also content to still be here.
400 years, bud.
Yeah, it shouldn't have lied to me.
It's been 400 years.
It's been 84 years.
All right, let's proceed.
Yeah, we want to go back to the armory now. Is that it?
We gotta warn the village guy that there's a mountain of potentially sentient arms.
Oh, yeah, but they're between us and the armory. We'll do that on the way.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, are we going to the armory still?
Yeah.
I only suggested the army because it was like close, but
The armory was suggested as when we were gonna split
I
up.
mean, it might have something in it. We could stop by real quick.
Where's that guy?
You're gonna have to be more specific.
Weakling guy.
Oh, that's on the to-do list.
Weakling guy?
The
gym.
dude
The
who owns
gym
the
leader.
gym.
Zatsu's confused.
Oh,
The dude who hates
No, I'm not
weaklings.
confused.
I'm
I just
confused.
don't know his name.
You said there was a mushroom gym. That's what Zatsu was talking about.
Okay, that weakling guy. The guy doesn't like weaklings.
We'll go there after the armory.
The fighting type gym. Yes. Definitely not gonna be a
God.
Hitmonlee in there.
Oh God.
Uh-huh. You're definitely getting in a Pokemon battle.
What did I miss?
There is a mushroom gymnasium with a proprietor who is very muscular and not fond of weaklings.
Uh-huh.
You've already used up half the day on going to the pit. We can use the other half to go to the armory, then do mushroom gym tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
All right. As you are you talking to the amphibian before you get to the armory, or?
Yeah, we'll
Yeah.
let them know what that room is.
I need that to be a fighting type grandma. As you go to the armory, or as you speak with you tell the amphibian what's going on, what you saw, and he goes, well, that's entirely unnerving. I think I shall probably move the children to the west. I know there is a Draugr over there who owns a hotel. Hopefully that will be safer than near a stack of living dead arms.
Close enough.
Only
Didn't
if you
seem
go near
undead.
them.
Something else is wrong about them, but they're not technically undead, I don't think.
as you take your next jaunt towards the northwest, towards the armory, once again the tunnels are yawning. God. Once again the tunnels are deep and dark. They do light up, but they do feel claustrophobic, but not quite as suffocating as places you have previously visited this week. You get to the final room, and then there is a large stone door in front of you that appears to have a large knocker on it, a keyhole.
A knocker and a keyhole?
Mm-hmm.
Unless anyone objects, I'm just gonna knock.
If you weren't gonna do it, I was.
As
Go
you
for it.
lift the knocker and slam it down 3 times, magic, you hear thunk. What the fuck is that, Grandma? You hear the loud
Exciting
knocking,
thing.
and you hear it almost echoing through the cavern you're in and the door behind it. And there's just silence.
Wow.
After a moment, you hear a creak, and the door slowly just starts to open. Behind it appears to be a large room about 20 feet by 30 feet, about 15 feet high, almost arched. And it's very solid walls. After about 10 feet, there are 2 large stone counters, and you can see a number of weapon racks around the room, making little aisles, with some number of weapons lying against the walls.
Do they all look rusted like we were told they would be?
They look rusted. There are things that appear to be staffs with only half a pole. Some swords are completely just rust. They're old. They're beaten. There's an axe that looks like it's actually the axe blade is split in half, and just the stick is leaning against the weapon staff with the 2 halves of the battle axe on the floor on either side. There's a number of bows with no bowstring, just things broken, beaten, metal, but very rusted.
Nothing sticks out as in noticeably better condition than anything else, or anything unique looking.
Roll
Hey, someone detect magic. See if there's some magic weapon in here.
I don't think a single person has it readied.
Someone roll investigate.
I'll do it.
I'm using divine sense a lot today. Something opened this door. I want to see if I can sense it.
Nothing that you can sense is in this room.
Okay.
Narcir, you start going through the walls and sort of knocking stuff over, looking for something to look unique. Looking through these aisles of weapons, you pick up one and put it back down, and it sort of falls over and hits the next one. They make a little cascade, and an amount
my
of dust
God.
comes up.
Oh no.
As you look around, you start searching behind the counter. You see what appears to be a small safe, Arcalcos. It appears to be rusted, but it's made of a different type of metal. It's definitely old. It's oxidized, but it hasn't. It's not the same. It doesn't look as brittle. It looks of harder stuff. Oh, are you ritual casting, detect magic, Trixie?
Would appreciate it.
Okay.
All right.
As you ritual cast detect magic, the room is dull and boring. Behind the counter where Arcalcus found the safe, you see some small amount of magic within the safe.
So, you're describing it as a safe. Is it like a tall safe? Is it a box safe? If it's a box safe, is it 1 foot cube, 2 foot cube?
It appears to be about 2 feet tall. It looks like a store safe. 1 feet tall. It's got what appears to be a dial on it, and a large handle that is currently vertical.
Are the hinges exposed?
No.
Should try to open it.
I guess
It's
so.
an option.
Just
Wait, you said
buck-
it's vertical?
It's about 2
hand
feet tall and
vertical?
about so the hand is vertical. Yes. You're gonna have to turn it.
So open it.
Yeah, just bust your way in.
The handle is vertical. It's open.
Suplex pulls.
Horizontal would be close.
Roll a strength check, Suplex.
Okay, 1 second.
Now would be the time to roll low so you don't break the handle off.
Fix.
Good
Well, there you
age.
go.
You grab the safe and sort of pull on it, and you can feel the hinges behind that are hidden behind the far side of it, sort of cracking, and you're able to open it up without ripping the door off. Inside of
Nice.
it, you see a small thing. It's maybe an inch long, oval, slightly smaller on one side. It looks like a loot pick.
A lockpick
Loot
or
pick.
a loot pick?
LUTE pick.
I picked it up.
You have
What?
picked wisely.
I pull
Why
out.
is there a loot pick in an armory?
Why does it look like the thing you've been whacking stuff with?
It's a guitar pick.
Rum said to loot.
Oh,
Oh, you're strumming with the loot? Roll performance.
never. I misunderstood. It's fine.
I want to join that performance because.
I'm trying to see if
Every time, Satsu.
I
Every
know
time.
every fucking time. I need to practice more.
I'm trying to remember what I had it do in reference to like performance. It plays very well. There's definitely something magical about it, but it feels just like a regular loot pick at this time. You feel like you have to connect to it. As a
Do
side
you
note,
want me to take a look at it? It seemed kind of magical from what Trixie said.
Sure. Let that'll make his.
All right,
his
Mr.
looking
Grease,
at
you know the
things
drill.
magic.
it is currently in D-Train's thing. It
Yep,
gives.
I just looked at it and I was like, oh, it's a pick. In my
It has charges. It requires attunement to a bard. You may use one charge to cast sleep.
Ooh.
I think I have to tell you the number of charges, correct?
There's 4.
4 charges. You regain 1d4 charges on a short rest. When you expend the last charge, you roll a d20. On a 1, you lose your mojo and have disadvantage on all performance checks until the next short rest or the next roll of natural 20.
Get off my groove.
If you roll a natural 20 on something, like if you'll roll 2 dice, if one of them at disadvantage, if one of them is a 20, the disadvantage immediately ends. You roll a 20 for that one. And then it has a lot of text on it.
Yeah, I'm like, it's gonna take me a minute. TLDR.
Yeah.
TLDR, you can put things to sleep with it.
Yeah.
It is called the Supine Pick of Slumber.
That is a lot. Wow.
I had fun with that one.
Oh, I bet.
It's not the pick of destiny, you know.
Yeah, me and Trillius were, but I didn't think it was coming so soon. With that said, how does one? I've done this before.
You would go to your inventory,
Uh-huh.
and then one of the options is attunement.
Yep,
There's
all the way
an
at the
option
bottom.
for.
All the way at the bottom of your inventory.
Yeah, all at the
Okay.
bottom.
Yeah.
And
You
you
would tune
just,
on a rest though.
yeah, you attune it on a short, at least a short rest.
There's also a bunch of buttons to sort your inventory by tabs at the very top. Attunement is the 5th tab.
But is that available on phone?
I was about to say I'm on a phone. I don't see tabs,
Uh,
but I do see items at the bottom.
Oh my god,
I
you
pick.
wrote an essay for this.
I read a story.
You really did. No joke.
I had too much fun with that stupid pick.
All right, so I will stick said pick in said pocket for now since I can't attach to it.
Yeah.
Don't worry, Grandma. I have something for you too.
Yeah,
They
Grandma
got
definitely
fancy
needs
stuff.
something. Grandma definitely needs something to have a bonus action.
Wait,
Yeah.
is my fancy thing the pebble of pick smiting?
You have a couple fancy things. Let's be very honest.
I mean, the
Yeah.
belt is strength. It's simple, but I guess it's pretty fancy.
There's also a
Yes.
tattoo.
Yes, you have a
Which
tattoo.
I'm
sir.
learning more about.
Oh, Grandma agrees with me. You have a tattoo. So what do y'all want to do now?
Well, We're
ask
running out of
Trixie if
options.
anything else looks very magical.
Same. Same.
Nothing else stands out.
Okay.
Anything else stands out?
Well,
Looks like
it's a-
we're done here. I don't see anything else of interest.
Well, it's
No
an
hidden
armory. Is there any
doors.
upgraded weapons for anybody?
That would be great if this armory was not abandoned and all rusty.
Yeah.
I
Hidden
guess I'll roll
compartments and
my
doors and-
last investigation check. We got a 3. I'm not finding anything.
It looks like there used to be weapons in
Scrap
here.
them and reforge them. That's
That is an
Hidden,
option.
hidden cellar where all the good stuff is kept, not just a tiny safe.
Mhm.
No.
Why is there a loot pick in an armory?
and why
Well,
is it the only thing in the safe?
It is kind of a weapon-ish.
So
It was
Hey,
the
Grandma.
armory owner's special keepsake.
it should be noted on the base of the safe, it looks like there may have at one point been other paper of some sort that has disintegrated over time.
Oh, there's a song in here.
Maybe. Well, we don't have anything else to do here. I guess we should probably head back.
Yep.
Can I look at can I look and see if I see any notes on the paper?
It's all disintegrated. You don't see it. Like it's just like
Completely.
yeah. There's like you can see like a corner and you can see like dust. Like as you pick up the pick, you just sort of like scatter this dust that's on the bottom. There's definitely was something below the pick, but it's gone now.
Rip.
I mean, I could reforge some of these weapons, I suppose, but they're just normal weapons. Is there anything of interest here that we don't already have?
Swords. There's some shields. Broken. There is what appears to be some number of pieces of armor of different types. Again, rusted, worn.
I would like a stock on the armor selection.
There's
Same.
multiple different types. Roll a I want you to roll another investigation check to see if you can find anything that is. See if you can find the best things that are not in bad condition, like in horrible condition.
I'll guidance that.
Well, that's not
if
going
I can
anywhere.
remember too. Never
I
mind.
will also Flash of Genius myself.
Okay.
For 16 plus D4. I think Doc rolls the D4.
No, you do.
Okay.
I keep forgetting
That's just an
guidance
11.
on stuff like this. I really should remember it.
17.
I don't have. I can't say that I don't have anything.
Okay. Wait, 17. Oh, +3 and +1. Okay.
Plus 4 plus 1.
Yes, that's the way the math works. There isn't anything made of onyx or obsidian in this place that you can see. Everything looks like it's some sort of metal, steel maybe. The best you can find, it looks like you found a number of things that look like they were at one point chainmail. They're broken. Some of the ones just you see a number of ringlets scattered across the ground. As some of the rusted ones broke. You find pieces that appear to be having made plate or half plate or parts of plate mail. All the straps obviously disintegrated long ago. So they lay in
When you
different
say
pieces.
pieces, are you referring to like solid pieces? Like if I had 4 of them, I could make an entire set of half plate with some good forging? Or are you referring to like fragments?
Or
Combination.
Like shattered pieces.
There are parts that are obviously shattered and broken. Like there's one that's one of the easiest ones you pick up. It looks like it's a good front, and as you pick it up, it breaks in your hand. Just down the center from a crack and just rust. There are parts that you can find that appear to be good, still solid, that do have rust on them, do have wear. There are, if you collect enough of them, you can probably forge a half plate from the pieces.
Can I attempt to cast Mending on one of the more promising looking pieces and see if it does anything?
As you cast Mending, you're able to sort of clean it. It's able to clean it off and make it a little bit more solid. It appears to be thin, having lost structure over the years. Simply mending it won't be sufficient. You will have to forge it to thicken it and make it stronger again.
Alright, well if I can tell that it used to make half plate, then I would do my best to gather what I can carry, unless it's all like a bunch of fragments less than like 3 inches in size.
There's enough large pieces for you to pick up. You end up picking up about 10 different pieces to make a full set of half plate. Some of them are broken. It does look like when you forge it together, it will be. What's the word I want to use? It will have personality.
Suboptimal?
No, it'll have personality. It'll work.
Hmm.
But it'll look funny. It will look beaten. It'll look worn and used. But it'll be sufficient when forged back together.
You mean, yeah, we do have a bag of holding. I would use that to hold all the materials, since these are presumably beat up, sharp. I don't want to rupture my backpack.
Yeah, that's exactly what I expected. You place all these chunks of mail into the bag of holding. As Grandma
All
suggested.
these chunks of mail into the mail.
Yeah.
With that, I think we are actually done in the armory now.
Okay.
No objections.
So back to the village.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Cool.
And from there, presumably northeast, unless we want to check out the little pools.
God damn it, Grandma.
We've now used a day and we're still technically pressed for time, so.
Hippo, I want your roll perception check at advantage.
Perception advantage.
I have not been marking my flash of geniuses. I believe the one I just did was
19.
number 2.
As you are walking through the tunnel back towards the village, Hippo, you're able to notice flickering on the walls that appears to be flames as you're getting towards the edge of the tunnel.
Huh.
I don't know if you realize it, D-Train, but you're muted. I don't know if you plan to be or not.
Yeah, I'm doing.
Okay, I just because I know that sometimes you mute yourself and you're trying to say stuff. I wanted to make sure you knew it.
Yeah, no.
Okay.
I'm just listening as I'm doing. So.
Oh, we see flames.
Yeah, you see the flicker of flames on the wall in the tunnel before you get out.
Like it's coming from the exit of the tunnel?
Yep.
We should like speed up then.
Yep. Get the fuck out of here.
No, towards the fire because that's the village.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As you
I
get
know.
out into the large room, you see a large pillar of fire in the middle of the village.
Rainy,
That doesn't look good.
Can we see anything that's causing it, or is it just fire?
You
and
just
nothing
see
else?
a pillar of fire. It looks like
Dimensions.
about 20 feet
Gonna
tall.
look-
Is
Gonna
it?
look around, see if at least anyone that was here is okay, or maybe
Is it
I don't
like
know.
on the house?
It's
Surely it's on the houses, right?
It looks like it appears to be in this towards the center of the village.
So it's just there, and none of the houses are on fire.
Roll perception.
Okay, while she's doing that, Kalar is gonna make for where the children usually are at.
Okay.
yeah. I'm looking for people.
Okay.
Anyone?
As
16.
you rush back towards the village, you're able to notice that it looks like the pillar of fire is shrinking, getting smaller. And when you get there, you notice that all the children are sitting around the pillar with little sticks and mushrooms and marshmallows
Oh,
on the end of
God.
them.
Oh well,
That's
that's
pretty
What
good.
campfire
new.
is that?
You can see one of the little kids who they appear to be. They have bright red skin, and like you can see the top of their head looks a little bit like fire. Their hair is sticking up, sort of spiky.
Were
And they
they
sort of-
always here?
Yeah, he was here before. He just
Okay.
didn't do anything. You see him like point and the fire raises and kids go ooh, and the fire goes down and he goes ah.
Okay. That's a neat trick you got there, kiddo.
It's scary you gave us.
I'm glad I didn't just instantly cast the tidal wave on that to put the fire on.
And they see you back
Oh.
and the kid like sort of lowers his hand, the fire shrinks down to normal size. And then like you see the
Damn it,
Spriggans sort of standing
Trixie.
around and one waves at you.
Trixie, please.
Trixie says, I like this one. Can we keep it?
She can be best friends with Rainy.
Well,
So I will have. I'm assuming you're gonna take a long rest.
Yeah, it seems most. If the walking takes as long as you said, we are
It
past
is.
the end of the day, if not at it.
Yeah, it's near the. It's definitely near the end of the day. The kids are obviously eating dinner. I will use Suplex's. I will look at that later, Zatsu. I will use Suplex's roll for animal handling from earlier that I didn't ignore, but I didn't know when to put it into it. Arcalcos, roll just a d20.
No perks.
I'll add perks to it. Like I'm adding proficiency to it. I don't know what else I'm adding to it.
18.
Proficiency's +4. Cool. 22. Are you working on yours or are you working on the armor?
I am working on the magic item I mentioned.
Okay, cool. Suplex, as you try and train Cheese seems distracted by the fire. You keep trying to like Jesse go get something, go get a mushroom. He's just like sort of staring at the fire, turning his head every once in a while as it gets up bigger, as it grows a little bit and shrinks a little bit, never getting to the heights it was at before. Mostly because the concern of adults are around.
I want to join them over there and just kind of cook the
The mushrooms.
mushrooms that I found earlier.
Yes. Roll d20 as well, Grandma.
I also need to roll a d20 for a weighing well.
Roll an investigation check. Or not investigation. Roll an intelligence check, Zatsu. No, investigation. Investigation works.
Investigation?
Yeah, that should be enough to complete it, Grandma.
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20. All right, cool. And y'all take another long rest, unless there's someone else wants to do something before sleep.
No.
I'm good.
Okay. Roll your way, Woe, Zatsu.
Oh, okay.
Man, I'm gonna have another vision chance here.
That is
yeah.
a way. That's a way, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
so
you
it
can
is
you can
It's a good
attune.
idea.
Yeah, attuning's a good idea. D-Train.
I got the one I actually wanted.
Attunement.
Maybe
Nope,
it'll be
not
like
yet.
the one on D&D.
You're not attuning to it?
Nope.
Movie.
Okay.
I don't want to pay my taxes.
This is fair.
Well, you only have to pay a tax if you action surge right for the end of combat.
You don't
I
have to
still have to
use
pay
it.
my taxes in the combat.
That's
Yeah, you can attune to it and not ever use it. That it's an option.
I don't know
too.
if there's hidden effects.
There are
If
no
we
hidden
don't plan
effects.
on using it, then there's zero reason
There
to
you go.
chance it.
There you go.
There are no hidden effects. I put them. I made sure of that one for this one.
I will add that I do have remove curse as an option now, and it does remove attunement to cursed items, so we don't have a cursed luckstone situation in the future anymore.
Okay, I'm gonna have post-session questions regarding remove curse on this thing, but for now I will just attune to it and not plan on using it if you're telling me that there are no secondary consequences.
Everything that you read is what's part of it. I did not. There's nothing additional to it.
Okay.
Unless you tax yourself and never pay your taxes, and at which point I have to think of something.
Bring in Yoshi.
Yeah, you wake up the next morning. Nothing happened. Slept well.
Nothing happened.
Man,
Peaceful night.
Nothing
That's
happened.
refreshing.
It's been a minute.
It was a nice, peaceful night. You slept in beds,
God.
covers, comfortable. As comfortable as mushrooms are, but
The charge is free action, correct?
the charge?
Like to spend the charge on the tax pebble?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, it's free. I think it's free action.
It's not specified.
Then I will say free action. Yes.
Okay.
That might change to bonus action later, but for right now it's just free action. Yes. I think. I believe action surge is free action too. So.
Fair enough.
Yeah, action surge is free action, which seems really strange, but it is.
Man, when was
I
the
feel like
last
it
time we
has
had
to
a-
be to be worthwhile.
I mean, it could be bonus action just to get an extra action, which seems fine. But it's not, so the pebble's not. What do you want to do?
I assume I still have to make my trip to the forge to get the materials necessary to smith on the road. Unless No, there's like I don't have any tools. The armory just had a bunch of weapons.
What happened with right tool for the job?
Yeah,
Do
you're right
you
with the
not
job.
just have Smith tools?
Yeah.
That's the
I-
artificer thing. You just have tools.
Did you forget this and no one else did?
I don't know why I didn't think that would be sufficient. Like, I suppose Smith's tools is like an entire kit of tools and not just one tool. This makes sense. I
Yeah.
always
You
imagined it was just
have-
one tool.
All the tools. You
Yeah,
have
it's a
alchemist
hammer.
supplies. You have these
Yeah,
tools
I
in your
understand.
inventory already.
I understand.
Just-
I
Justifiably.
just always imagined it as one tool. But this is incorrect. We can move on. I do not need this detour.
Go
Uh-huh.
northeast.
Yep, let's go.
The place and stuff. The new path.
Man, that'd be a really bad time to activate my tattoo of divination.
It's
No,
never
this
stopped
would
you
actually
before.
be a decent time.
We are in a safe
No,
place.
y'all
Yeah.
don't know what I know. We're gonna pop it
They-
just again,
Just gonna pop
real
it?
quick.
Sit down first.
I'm gonna focus on a particular smile this time, just because, just to see if that influences it at all.
Okay.
I am dragging Cal with us.
Are you leaving or you?
Yeah. I'll
Yeah.
help Greg.
Okay.
He's gonna just zonk out in the middle of walking.
You're making my life interesting.
Well, stop. Yeah. Okay.
You see a jungle, a number of trees, different types than you're used to. Everything is sort of darks and greens, vines across the trees. Not a lot of grass on the ground. There are some larger leaves, though, close to the ground. And you see what appears to be a hunter. You can't picture the race, but they have a hood up and they're over some creature and you can see a blade coming up. You see slashes and cuts, and as you see them sort of get up from the creature, it looks lizard-like.
The hunter does, or the creature does?
The creature has claws, and it looks like it has two large, almost sickle-like toe claws on the back feet and a long tail. It looks like it probably stands on two legs. Looks very dangerous. At this point, you see above you in the sky an opening. You see the moon, bright, shining white light down. The hunter you can see sort of tilting their head upwards, looking at the moon. And then you can see the moon slowly shrink with red darkness grasping it, and the moon is just bright red now.
It shrunk.
Oh, you can see the crimson covering the whiteness, and it's just a blood red shining, and everything in your vision now, instead of being the white light and the green, is just the same blood red. You hear a screech of an animal, aggressive. And you and Hunter both look towards the corpse as it raises its body, sort of folding up and healing. And the creature lunges forward at it.
Oh, he's back.
You drag Kalidar along.
Oh.
Okay, that's
I was fully expecting to just see the SCP smile when you turned your screen share back on.
Oh, no. I'm not that cruel.
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
Did you have a nice nap?
Yeah, so guys, it's pretty bad outside. Yeah, the moon being red, that's a thing. It also seems to create undead.
I mean, it would be great if we could, get up there, but we've been trying to do that for a while. No luck.
Yeah. So things seem pretty bad outside.
Of course they do.
So what you're saying is it's better for being here.
You broke out.
Maybe we should do something about it, not just hide down here.
I don't know. The scale of this seems to be pretty
We gotta
big.
get ourselves out first.
I mean, I have family.
We're
up there.
following
I'm
Thrawn's
just saying, we don't
instructions,
like that.
right?
And
That
look,
is
I
our
know
best
you're
shot.
upset, but we gotta get
Yeah.
ourselves out here first. Can't do anything while we're down here.
Well, let's just do what Thrawn says for now.
We move towards the castle in the closest accurate direction we know of, which is northeast towards the fighting gym.
Okay. As you walk through the tunnel, again, it feels like the other tunnels down here. It's dark, it's creepy, it's concerning. You get to the end and you see the biggest fucking mushroom you've ever seen. It's almost grown into the wall. And it's just, you see these large weights lining the outside of the mushroom. They're large circular stones, almost hanging against the side of the mushroom.
And a motorcycle.
Yeah, and a motorcycle. There is a massive metal door at the front, which differs from normally the more plant-based doors you've seen, or stone doors. This one's definitely a metal.
It's a door. I'm gonna try to open it.
So there's no hinges you can see. There's no knobs. You push on the door. Roll a strength check.
I'll help if he's just
If it's
trying
a
to push
big
it.
door, I'll help push
Okay.
it open.
Roll at advantage.
All three of us or me?
Just you. You started.
Us helping gives the advantage.
23 sufficient.
You push on it, and between the three of you, the door slowly shifts open, and it's incredibly difficult. Like, even with all three of you working together, the door's barely opening, and it's swinging open just to one side. Inside, you see a number of very muscular creatures of different races lifting these massive weights that appear to be almost 100 or 200 pounds each. Some of these creatures are impressively large. Many of them looking like they're bigger than they should have any right to be. On different weight machines, different amounts of weight, each of them. And then you see in the middle of the room a large circular ring drawn to the ground that a single, mostly muscle creature sits in the middle of. He's without a shirt. He has muscles upon muscles, and a tiny little top knot at the top of a head that just doesn't fit on top of it. As you sort of walk up, you can see that they seem to be kneeling with their back to you, and the amount of muscles on the back is hypnotizing. You can almost see, like, if you watch the back, you can almost see paths going up the back. But the creature sitting down appears to be almost 10 feet tall.
10 feet sitting?
10 feet sitting. Like,
Okay.
sitting,
Christ,
kneeling.
God.
No kidding. Wow. This isn't intimidating at all.
You see them stand, and as they stand, you realize how much of their size is their upper body, and they stand, and at this point they're about 14 feet tall. And they turn around.
So they skip leg day. Gotcha.
Their arms are the size of Kaladar easily, and he looks like, "Oh, you are not strong
Grandma's
enough."
picture was accurate.
The picture's
You're
very
talking
accurate.
to us?
I use my daily free cast of Enlarge Reduce on Kaladar.
Let's go, buddy.
Kaladar grows in
last-
size,
It lasts a minute.
appearing almost as tall as this gentleman in front of him. Like, "Oh, you!" And he claps his hands together and flexes. "You look like you need more muscle."
Looking at him, I just kind of nod.
"Well,
Just like, eh.
I," pounds on his chest, "am here to pump you up."
Oh no!
Oh God.
Pump
Achilles, is that who I think
you
it
up.
is?
That's
Also
your
audio
Fuck.
doc.
You
Yeah.
up.
and he slaps you on the shoulder. Roll a con save.
Oh my god.
Oh my goodness.
Come on, let's roll highly here. Come on. That's a 12.
15.
I want to add.
15. Let's go.
He's close enough to me. He gets
Yeah.
Get fairy.
I
It
want to add mine.
it hurts. Even with the larger size, you feel him hit you, and you can't tell if he's holding back or not. And you hope he's not. But it
Sorry.
it doesn't knock you over. It does not dislocate your shoulder. But you feel like if he really tried to, he might. And if he didn't try to, he also still might.
Alright, guys, come back in like 2 months now. That'll be jacked.
No, no.
As he
I assume
continues
it's
sort of
been a minute. He shrinks back
Yeah,
down.
as he
now.
continues sort of flexing at you, you feel yourself shrink back down to normal. So he goes, "Oh, you must have been holding your breath. I understand." He slaps his chest really hard.
Please teach me your ways.
I love it.
"Oh, I need my dice for this."
Oh no!
He goes, "Come forward.
Calendar,
I shall
Calendar, I'm
teach
gonna
you
die today,
the
guys.
strength."
Oh yeah.
Here's what I was trying to find.
Roll a strength check, Cal.
A barbarian. Is it pushing or pulling?
Yes.
Cool. That's a 50 and then a net one. 22.
22. So he goes, "Come, push," and you start pushing against him with all your strength, and you feel incredibly strong. And at one point, you can feel him sort of there, and then at one point you realize he started pushing back, and you realize this because you're no longer moving forward.
Yeah.
You're just moving backwards, but backwards and down because he's so much taller than you. And then at one point you realize your back's on the ground. Your legs are not, but your back is. Like your legs are still like planted, but you've been forcibly leaned back. And you're just sort of almost trying to hold him from just crushing you.
But I'm still pushing.
You're still pushing. "Ah, very good, small one. You survived." "So you have all come for my strength training?"
Mm-mm. I don't think they could handle it.
"Oh, don't worry, we have baby classes," and he points towards a child that's about 4 foot tall, that is much like him, mostly upper body muscle. They have the upper body of a Schwarzenegger, but the lower body of like a 6-year-old, and they're lifting you can see them lifting a barbell with like 400 pounds on it, like in curls. And like they turn back towards you and they have the most like baby face. There's no hair, there's no mustache, there's nothing, just like clean shaven, circular face, round with like a little bit of patchy hair on top.
Huh.
I don't know how to reply.
Do you happen to run like combat drills of any sort here?
I don't know what to think about this place.
Ah, combat! Yes, we can practice combat. He flexes as he says it. You see like different muscles that you didn't notice before popping out in different spots.
I look towards Arky, pointing at the big dude, like, dude, are you sure about that?
I am asking out of curiosity. I did not request a drill.
Oh, but the drills are the best. See,
Okay, you know what? Screw it. Gauntlets off, armor off, gloves up. Let's go, buddy.
He steps back into the large circular ring. And there are two lines on facing about halfway through the ring. He steps and slaps both his knees, and you hear this, almost a shotgun blast loud. And then he lifts one and slams down. He goes, "Come, see if you can push me out of the ring."
All right, wish me luck, guys.
You need more of a
Okay.
buff for this.
Good luck.
Roll strength check.
I am considering casting a spell on Cal, but I also think that we should respect the spirit of competition here.
Am I allowed to rage for this?
Sure, you can rage for this.
All right. Rage.
Trixie calls dibs on your belt if you die.
You'll have to fight me for it.
All right, it was just a strength check.
Yeah, it's a push.
All right. God's above.
I assume you want to
everywhere
push.
else. Give me a nat 20. Wow.
You charge
Okay.
forward and grab him, pushing, and
I'm gonna flash of genius him so he doesn't die.
Can I have a do-over, God?
I want
Please?
to get him. I want to give him woe or way or whatever it is.
so as you see him start to push, you see the most disappointed look from this guy. Just like depressed as Caldor starts pushing, like arms wrapped around his waist, pushing. You wrap your arms around his waist, start pushing with all your might. And then there's a pause, and then you feel these massive hands wrapping around your underarms. And you're flying.
Whee!
And there's the party beneath you. And then you crash into the wall.
I cannot fucking believe I rolled 2 2s.
That one looked like it hurt.
You're fine. He was relatively
I am
gentle.
so disappointed right now.
I go offer a hand to pull Cal back up.
So with
I
the
get
flash of
back
genius
up.
and the weave or whatever, that was 16. I assume that changes almost nothing.
That changes nothing for this. I would like to point out the first thing I said was before Caldor was back. Caldor didn't hear that.
Mm-hmm.
Just want to make sure y'all knew.
God,
Oh, don't worry.
God, I
I'm
wanna
sure in about
try
20
again.
years, you might be able to push me from my spots.
God, I want to try again.
No. I must give the rest of them an opportunity. Who's next? He looks towards each of you in turn.
I shake my head immediately. It's like, nope, not doing this. Nope, not a chance.
No.
All
Man.
right, I'll dabble.
All right, I'll.
Which one of you's going?
I heard
Do you want
Legend
go
first.
soupy?
So sad right
Suplex? D-Train?
Yes.
You want to go?
Yes.
Okay.
now. Roll.
All right, soupy, you first.
You guys are crazy.
What you gonna
Roll
do,
2
D-Train?
fucking 2s. Are you kidding me?
I'm gonna walk up to him and grab him first.
Okay. You
It's a
grabbed him.
sumo competition. Is that legal?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
What else you gonna? I mean, he yeeted Caldor. Like he underhooked and like tossed. What are you gonna do now?
I'm same thing he just did. Paladin.
Are you gonna? Okay. Roll a strength check.
Underhook hip toss.
Underhook. Oh, hip
Swear
toss.
to
Hip
God, if
toss
you
is
roll
different.
a nat 20.
Because I am grappled advantage in this.
I'm not going to be allowed to play Barbarian anymore.
You said a strength check,
Strength check, yeah. At
not an
advantage.
athletic.
You can do athletics.
Okay.
It's
We
the
could
difference
do
between +1 and
athletics?
+9.
Yo, wait, yo, if we could do athletics, I want to run back.
Oh, you tried to just push him.
You never said I could use athletics.
You told me.
Shove action is an athletics check.
Oh well.
Yeah, it's the difference between a +7 and a +11.
As someone who is regularly using shove now, I definitely know this.
Fair. So you sort of grab him around the armpits, and instead of trying to push, you sort of pull him towards you using his upper body weight against him, and you get him definitely off balance. Roll another.
I feel cheated.
Roll another what?
Roll another athletics check. Tell me what you want to do after now that he's off balance, coming towards the rest of the party.
You the hip toss.
Okay, full hip toss. Cool.
I will dodge him if he's gonna fall on top of us.
Yeah.
Yeah, same.
Is this still an advantage?
Still an
situation?
advantage, yeah.
So,
You're still grappling.
Oh, I rolled this.
Law of D-Train.
Law of G-Train. So instead of just pushing him, you sort of toss him to the side, and you are able to flip him, and he lands on his back with a large shaking thud. He's still in the ring, but you hear him bust out into a laugh, just like, ah! He doesn't just push, he slimes! I love it! You see him kip up and stand around, it's like, my turn!
Uh-oh.
Roll a dex save.
Okay, doke.
Oh man.
I mean,
Oh, God.
trying
Of
to
course.
grab slime doesn't sound
Goodbye.
good.
He grabs you and... How do I word this? Have you ever squeezed slime in your hand? You see it like pops out the sides?
Oh no.
That's what happens. Like, he grabs you with both hands, and his hands are big enough to, like, go around your entire body. Like, there's parts of soup, like, coming up between his fingers. And he pauses, he looks at you, your head, like, sort of sticks out the top, and goes, huh! And lifts you gently, your feet just sort of dangling.
Hello.
Turns and drops you outside, like, opens his hand, you sort of, like, slime down his hands, and...
Yeah, he's just kind of
Yeah.
out.
And you feel
I thought
very
that was-
discombobulated.
Eye is down on my foot, ears over on my arm.
Yeah. Speaking
Sounds
out of
about
your
right.
ass.
Yeah. Hey guys. Ouch.
Actually, I might
You
try
good
this
over there,
too.
Soupy? You look like you need some rearranging.
I actually might try this too.
I got it.
Any of you are next?
I want to try. I changed my mind.
What? Can you refresh me on the rules? I think I've seen this once before, but I'm not all too familiar.
Obviously. You try and get me out of the ring.
That's it? No prohibited tactics?
If you want to try something, you try something.
Yeah.
Alright, you're gonna have to refresh me on my polymorph table.
Oh, you're going polymorph.
I'm gonna try
Okay.
before.
What do you know?
Akaka, if I can.
I have gotten enough outcomes to be able to pick from what I have already transformed into, correct?
Yes.
What was number 9?
I have an idea.
The Chupacabra.
Yeah, that's what it was.
Okay.
I want to be a big ass Chupacabra.
Alright. Do you have a next? Is this your last potion?
I think I have one more after this.
Okay.
I have 2 more after this, unless I've been bad at marking them. I am in fact drinking the potion. I've marked it.
You transform into the Chupacabra and step into the ring, and then
I would, before I get in the ring, I would bonus action to big.
you bonus action to enlarge yourself and step into the ring. And he laughs. You're still about a head shorter than him, but you still feel powerful strength. What is your plan?
I'm gonna lock up and try to like shift my weight so that he's just pushing into the space behind me and try to get him out like that.
Okay. Roll a strength save.
Nat 20.
Oh.
He pushes, and you can feel him trying to push, almost trying to lift you. You're able to lock up down, and using your tail also to like sort of grab on, like holding on, and he's just pushes you down instead of pushing you backwards. Roll a athletics or acrobatics, your choice.
I want to try after Kaladar.
After Arcalcos?
I'm gonna flash of genius to 22.
Yeah, my go is over and done with.
You're able to sort of slowly turn him. And make it sort of step out of the way and slowly able to push him past you. You see him stumble and he's able to stop, and he waves his arms where his toes are just at the edge of the circle.
Do I have time to react?
Yes?
I'm gonna shoulder tackle him right in the back.
Okay. Roll a strength check. Trixie says, Cal, are you seeing all this?
19.
Nice. Cal's not looking anymore.
You tackle him and you see his muscles lock up and you almost just bounce off of him.
Right.
You can see like he has tightened his back up, and you see him almost flexing his back as you hit him. And he's able to hold himself steady.
Okay. Was that his imaginary turn?
That he has stopped himself from being knocked out. You get to choose what you want to do next. Trixie's trying to console Cal.
I'm gonna sweep the leg.
Sweep the leg.
Roll an attack.
Unarmed strike or just a d20?
Unarmed strike.
24?
24 hits. Roll a d6. Actually, no, don't roll a d6. Roll a d100.
66.
3 short, but sure. You sweep the leg, and there's a pause as you can see his one leg kick out from under him. The rest of the part, you see his face go from very confident to, wait, what? As he falls forwards. You're able to, he doesn't fall forward enough to land on you. He lands right in front of the group. But then he turns around, sits up, and busts out laughing. Ah! Clever girl!
What?
Girl?
It's a reference.
Oh, he fell towards me back to the middle of the ring?
No, he fell towards the party.
So he's out?
He's out, yes.
Okay.
You are strong enough to join the gym. Don't worry.
I don't want to. I just wanted to have a quick scrap.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
Like, I don't know. What's do you have like some ritual or something? You seem like you don't get beat very often.
I'm just that strong, and he flexes, and once again, muscles upon muscles upon muscles. It's as he flexes one of his arms, you can see almost like a mountain building where his bicep is. There are rocks with less crags on them than his arms.
Okay. Man, that was a thing. I can't speak as a chupacabra. He hasn't heard a word I said. I've just been thinking into the ether.
Yeah. I mean, you could shake your head when you say no.
Yeah.
I point
Yeah,
and I laugh at the barbarian.
Aw.
All right, I'm gonna step out of the ring and take an antidote.
The barbarian leaves.
Who's next?
That'd be me. I have an idea that I think is stupid, so why not try it?
He looks down at you. He's like, "Are you sure about this, little lady?"
I use enlarge, of course.
Oh, okay. You
Yeah.
grow, and you're about coming up to about halfway up his chest. Like, ah, more competition. And he claps his hands again, flexes. Come at me.
So the plan here is to coil around him, specifically around the neck region. Use his own strength and weight against him, and then Incineroar back throw him.
Just a full-on German suplex. All right.
Yeah.
You
Roll
that
a
as one action?
roll a strength check. Just about the grapple, or strength or athletics, your choice.
Athletics, you said?
Yeah. Or
Shit,
yeah.
that's zero. I'm okay with this.
You wrap you wrap around him and sort of grapple his neck with your tail, and you can see there's a pause where he looks confused. What the fuck are my dice tonight? And then he sort of you can feel under your tail his neck flexing, and your tail slowly unwrapping. Roll a attack. Roll just a
Unarmed.
d20.
D20?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, not now! Come on! God damn it! No!
You grab him to suplex him, and you bend backwards to pull,
Mm-hmm.
and your tail is wrapped around his neck. You're behind him. You pull backwards, and you come to realize that you were right under his butt as he sits down on you.
Squish.
Your tail comes unwrapped, and he sort of just falls backwards outside of the ring. And he stands up. He goes, "Clever, but misinformed."
Dang it.
I need to watch that fucking episode of Jujutsu Kaisen again.
Well, that was an idea. Next. Clever butt.
And he pauses. He looks at you. So, you didn't come here to join the gym, then? What did you come for?
Well, honestly, we're just trying to pass through.
Oh,
Excuse me.
I pull Kaladar back, by the way.
Kaladar's not there.
Once I get up.
Oh, what the heck? Arky isn't going to be the only one to make this. I'll try.
okay.
Are you gonna do it?
No. I have no reason to.
Come on, Trixie. You can do it.
I mean,
He goes, "Oh, good."
yeah.
He looks at you. He goes, "You're very small. I bet you could fit in my hand." And he holds his palm open towards you, Xenia.
All right. When he does that, I am going. Am I in the ring?
Yeah.
Already?
Yeah, you can be in the ring.
Okay. As he does that, I'm going to simultaneously release the shrink and enlarge myself. And you know that thing they teach in like self-defense classes to like kind of flip the attacker? I want to try that because he is freely offering his arm to me.
He is. Roll a.
That just be athletics or what?
Theoretically, it's athletics or strength. I'm gonna make you roll both, one for each, because I know what you're trying to do, which is the athletics, but because of
Oh boy.
It does need some strength.
yeah, it definitely needs strength.
Oh, threes, no. I hate it.
Good job.
Oh wait, no, I have advantage on strength checks. Hold on. I just enlarged myself for this purpose. Shoot.
So you
Those are almost the same. They're much better than threes.
grab his wrist and just sort of his wrist is facing or his hand is facing up, and you go from being small to being large.
I go from being
Small,
tiny to
Oh.
being medium.
tiny to medium, sure. Okay, so from tiny to medium, and you just sort of triple in size basically, and grab his hand as you're in the air, surprising him because you were so small before, and just giving a yank.
A yank.
Yeah, to flip him, and you're using quite a bit of strength, and he's able to. You flip him towards the outside of the ring, and you see him sort of flip in the air and then land on his feet at the edge of the ring, with his arm like turned as you flipped him over, just the shocked look on his face. He looks down. One of his feet is outside the ring. And he sort of looks at you.
Just kind of smirk at him.
He's just confused smile on his face, like, wonderful.
Do like the little dust off the hands and just walk back to the group.
Exaggerated dust, yeah.
On enlarging myself because that's not gonna last long anyway.
Yes. What about you two? You're very large. What about you?
Nope.
Wait, do we get perks for being part of the gym? What is this?
If you're part of the gym, you get to stay and join us. We have specialty protein drinks.
I'll pass. Fun though.
What happened to
My
the
God.
other one? The first one.
He hung his head and walked.
He got sad.
He's normally the strongest one of the group, but he must have like had bad footing or something. That was unlike him.
That really hurt his pride.
Yep. Critical hit to the pride.
So where were you trying to go, though? You said you were trying to go around somewhere.
Have you heard of a place called? I need to look up the name again. Galgastani?
Galgastani Castle?
Yeah,
He
that's
goes-
where we're trying to get to.
And he turns to say, "Hey, nerd! Need you over here." And you see
Nerd.
this human in a button-down shirt with these large, thick-rimmed glasses, and the shirt is being stretched, like the buttons are barely holding on, it's the shirt is being stretched with the muscles beneath it. He walks over and he goes, "Yes, sir, how can I help?" "They're asking about Galgastani, you said?" And he pushes
Yeah,
up his
that's-
glasses up his nose, and you can see in the center it looks like there's tape rolled around the center because it looks like they've been broken a number of times. "Ah, yes, I know Galgastani Castle. It's up to the north." What
Alright,
do you
are
know
we
about
are we
it?
taking that north, or the other north?
"Oh, you need to exit through the back of the gym." "Ah, well, there are a few different options."
What's the
Aw.
fastest way there?
Well, pause and scratch the They all take about the same amount of time. They all go to a different location. And then from there, they go to the plains.
The plane?
Plains. Plains.
The S cut off at first. Okay.
He points towards the three exits. That one to the northeast goes to the seat of the dragon mother.
And the others?
The one to the north leads to a very strange log cabin
Our track record with log cabins consists of encountering very dangerous necromancers.
And the one over
Yeah.
to the east leads to the lair of a dragon. But it's not the plains dragon. It's a different one.
Let's not go to the dragon
Wait,
one,
what
please.
you said east for the last one?
West. I'm sorry if I said east.
West.
Yes, D-Train, this is basically Baki.
Okay.
Yeah.
Log cabin.
Log
L-O-G.
cabin.
Not locked. It's strange, though.
That was what I was picturing the entire time we've been talking.
To me, the log cabin sounds the least offensive of the three.
That it's a trap.
Can we not go to the dragon one, please?
Well, we have dragon, and strangely inconspicuous.
Dude, does this ask this guy, do you know who lives in this cabin?
No. It has a window, and every once in a while there's a green flame inside of it. But we've never knocked on the door. Honestly, I feel like if I knock, the door might explode. And that doesn't seem like a good way to introduce myself.
Okay.
So, you normally just go right past this cabin to get to the castle?
You go past either any of these, then you get to the plains. I've heard at the north of the plains is the library, which honestly I really want to see, but the dragon guards apparently the plains. It's difficult to get past it. But from the east of the plains is a path that apparently takes you to the castle.
Okay, so it seems like that if we're in a rush, then we should just scoot past the log cabin, get to the plains, and then take our pick between our respective tasks that we have that branch out from the plains.
Grandma asked, we have some requests at the Dragon Mother's place, right?
Well, we have Dragon A, Dragon B, and Dragon C. Dragon C sounds like the one that we are going to get paid to handle.
I don't think we had anything specifically to do at Dragon Mother's place, did we?
That's where the confusion's coming from. There's 3 dragons, and
three
the
dragons.
dragon that we care about is the one at the library.
Who's
Yeah,
the one
of
in the plains?
Yeah.
The other two are just ones you. The Dragon Mother is the Dragon Mother. Dragon Mother is the one that Hippo read about in the book.
Yeah. So we don't have any business there.
So yeah, I vote that we just try to scoot past this log cabin without causing any trouble.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that seems like the smartest plan.
Sure.
Alright. And the Gym Master pauses and stretches, like, flex again. He looks like he's stretching, but he's also very much flexing in front of you. He's like, well, normally, I don't only let gym members leave through the back doors. But you did beat me. I'll make you a deal. He slaps his hands together and once again flexes in front of you. I will let one of you join my gym, and then your group can head out.
But 2 of
What
us
is-
already joined the gym, didn't we?
Oh,
We were
didn't?
eligible.
you're
Yeah,
eligible.
you're eligible. Yeah.
I even let that
What
first
does
one join the
being
gym.
Huh?
I even let that first one join the gym.
What does being a member consist of? Is there any mandatory contributions?
Oh, there's training. That's all everyone does in here is training.
I mean, training sounds nice, but we don't really have the time for it right now.
Yeah, we can't really leave a party member here to train while we go on.
He flexes
you
his
have, like,
arm
a
and scratches his
get-
chin.
if you have like a get ripped quick kind of plan for training, we'll take that. But that's about all we have time for.
How about this? I will train one of you until the end of the night. And he flexes. It's like, and then you can leave in the morning.
Oh, barbarian.
I mean, I'm for that.
Kalidor isn't there.
Where
We don't
did
know where he
Kalidor
went.
even go?
I
he
assume
just
Cal
walked
just left out
outside.
the front door.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll go see if I can find him. Are you gonna take the training, Xenia?
I
mean,
sure. I mean, Cal can join us. It doesn't have to just be me, right?
I'll go offer it to him, but yeah, you have fun. I'll be back.
I'm gonna wait to see what the response with Kalidor is before.
Okay.
Are we just putting Cal outside?
I assume. I don't know. I don't know where he would have went.
I'm assuming he
I
didn't go
assume
too
you had
far.
minimal options since you failed to be eligible for the gym. Someone would have kicked you out.
No one kicked him out. No one kicked anyone out.
Yeah. He just walked outside and moped, I assume.
Yep.
Yeah.
Hey, Cal, you out here?
Yeah.
Oh, there you are. Yeah, everyone, I'd say everyone, most of us had a go at him. I had a rough time, but, sometimes you sweep the leg and get lucky. Xenia had to use a little bit of magic, but we got there. He says that for us to be able to pass through, at least one of us has to train with him for the night, and then we're good to leave in the morning. Xenia's gonna do it. Do you want to join her?
Yeah. What's the point?
Do you not? If you don't want the training, you don't have to. It's just an offer.
God, how do I act like a depressed barbarian?
At this point, you notice that there's a shadow over the two of you. And you turn around and there's the nerd standing over you, flexing by accident.
Nerd. They're just always just constantly in a state of flexing.
Yeah. And he calls it like, don't worry. He beats everyone one another time. Here, and he pulls out a picture. And it looks like him, except he's like 112 pounds and super skinny and much shorter. With the glasses being the same giant size as they are now, but on a head that's much more normal human sized. This used to be me. It only took me a few years to get this ripped. If the master's offering you a training, you should take it.
Yes, you have a point.
He slaps you on the back. Con save.
Con save,
I
yep.
was already pulling it up. All right, odd number in the double digits.
And you feel like it hurts and it stings and it sort of gives you this, not confidence, but like sort of umph.
Something.
Yeah. He goes, that's good on you. Come on. He physically pulls you both back into the gym.
I can't say no.
I want the two of you who are training. I want everyone else to take a long rest. I want the two of you who are training to both roll 4 d20s.
Oh no.
Okay.
That's a third.
No, that's a D100.
You took a lot of long rests.
4?
That is 2 natural ones.
Why? 4 D20s?
4.
I hate it.
Come on, let's see some big. Well, hey, I got a nat 1 too.
In the different training sessions he puts y'all through, it is exhausting. There is blitz training that you've heard about, but this makes that look simple. Both of you gain a level of exhaustion.
Uh-huh.
Oh my god.
I am not surprised at this.
Where do I even do that? Conditions?
Active conditions.
Conditions, yep.
But you're able to push through it. Xenia, you feel like multiple times you feel like you're just gonna collapse and just like there's a point like you just feel like you just want to die. You're lifting weights that you didn't realize existed. You're doing different weight lists that just don't make sense. You're lifting a dumbbell or you're lifting a barbell across your shoulders while squatting with a single leg with the other leg stuck straight out.
Jesus.
Kaldar, you're doing sit-ups, but you're hanging from your ankles while you do them, just completely upside down while holding dumbbells. Your body just hurts afterwards. You feel rejuvenated? Question mark. You feel strong, but you're just exhausted afterwards. As a note, you will both have advantage on strength, dexterity, and constitution checks until your next long rest.
Despite being exhausted.
I have a thing that I can get rid of.
Did they not sleep
exhaustion.
between training and morning?
No.
I have a thing that I can use to get rid of exhaustion, and it's a long rest. I can put it on my thing. Anyone know what it's called again?
No.
I was gonna
Wait,
get
hold
rid-
on.
I was gonna get it off of Xenia and Kaldar.
Things I'm not aware of.
Greater restoration.
Do you have greater restoration?
Huh?
Do you have that?
I do now. You can change spells on a
the
long rest.
Yeah, you can.
Yeah, you can.
Yep. So I use that and get that off them.
You are no longer exhausted.
Okay.
And so we have advantage on strength, dex, and con.
Yes. Until your next long
Until
rest.
the next rest.
Cool.
Zatsu only has one 5th level slot.
Was this worth it?
So who are you healing, Zatsu?
Fuck.
Because there's only one target, I think.
I was about to say, is it only target?
Yeah, it's a single target.
So,
touch. Yeah.
for this one, I'm going to cheat and say you can target both of them. Since they do have the pump from the gym.
Cool.
This is not normal, but this is what I'll do for this one occasion.
Yay, cheating.
Yay, cheating.
Okay.
Which exit were you going through?
Log cabin.
Log cabin.
Log cabin.
God, part of me wants to try to sumo him again, but we're not going to do that.
As you start heading that way, you hear a number of claps from the gym, and the gym leader flexing is like, "You can do it!"
Uh-huh.
And
Went from Arnold to Rob
Snyder. And with that, we're gonna end the session.
Nice.
That was a session. Wait, we took a long rest there. I have another move. Jesus
I
Christ.
hate that my.
You didn't take a long rest, Will.
You're
I hate
right,
that
never
the
mind.
idea that-
But
But
that
it's
doesn't
every
matter.
morning.
A day passed.
That's
You know-
fair. This day.
But didn't they throughout the
Zatsu was trying to say something. What were you trying to say, Zatsu?
I hate that the idea for Incenter or Backthrower didn't work because of stupid rolls.
That was funny.
How do you think I feel?
Ugh.
God.
Oh, I got squished actually.
You did. You had a really good idea, and then you're like, "Not one." It's like, well, squish.
Uh-huh.
At least he didn't get a butt to the face.
I'm so fucking disappointed in those 2 twos.
Literally got a butt to the face.
Oh yeah, you can do that. Yes, Grandma. With that, I'm gonna end the stream. But night chat. Thank you
Night
for
chat.
coming.
Good night.
I